Payouts, featuring live racing coverage and handicapping at Assiniboia Downs. Be sure to visit the player portal at asdowns.com for free racing programs, weekly special events, and links to other great information.
Good evening and happy Labor Day, everybody. Thanks for joining us here today. I'm Jessica, as always, and I'm here with Tim, and we're going to talk Assiniboia Downs. How are you doing tonight, Tim? How's your Labor Day been?
Labor Day's been great. It was a good day, kind of bittersweet, last day of the meet at Saratoga. So we got that in the books. But what a bunch of high-priced chalky horses on the card tonight at Assiniboia.
Right. Yeah, and a lot of them look tough. I kept trying to be like, well, I mean, if this, but a lot of them, it's like speed, this horse, pace, speed figures. You have pace, you have class. It's like all one horse, and it's like, what are you going to do?
Exactly. So it's going to be one of those nights. We'll see. And here's the interesting thing. If you're playing stable duel tonight, and I hope everybody is, it gets really interesting because you can't take all of those horses. So now how do you fill out your stable? And if you do take a couple of them, it gets even harder to fill out your stable. So it's all about, trying to get the other ones and finding if there's one or two that might get beat, finding those. So that'll be interesting tonight. That's always a little bit of fun when you've got so many high-priced horses because you just can't afford them all.
Yeah, exactly. And you do have the balance of that with these short fields in the first couple of races where you can find some real cheap horses to just kind of throw around them and hope that you find the one horse, because somebody tonight is winning by daylight. And it's a matter of,
because I think in the first race I took 3 horses.
Exactly. I'm very front loaded in my stable tonight. And yeah, I took 3 horses in the first, 3 horses in the second, 3 horses in the third. And I'm just going to hope. I was like, you know what? This
Pick and pray.
Exactly. This is one of those cards I don't feel great about, but we have the free games back at Stable Duel, so that's exciting.
We do. So that'll be fun. And there's a couple other games if anybody's interested, but make sure you're in the free one if you're out there. We've still got about 6 minutes for you to get that in. So get in the free one so we can at least talk and have bragging rights here on the show tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll be following along. Take a look. Yeah, we got Bobby in the house. We got Colin, Todd, and Frank. TBE Racing has 235 race 1. Bobby's boxing the 3 and the 5 in an exacta. Fap wins best bet on the card is the 4 in race 3. High Rise in the Peg. That's a horse I definitely it has a chance. That's another race where the favorite looks a little tough, but maybe not as tough as in these first 2.
Yeah, I think that one was probably the most vulnerable, and at the same time, as a result of that, was probably the cheapest at the same time as far as that one was only $10,000.
Right, exactly.
You've got a $15,000 horse, you've got a $14,000 horse in Kate's Princess. This half in the wrapper in the first right here, the 3 that is the overwhelming favorite right now at 1 to 5 is 15,000. So it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, that's the thing. The 3 is one of those horses where this horse looks like lone speed. This horse has like buyer figures that just absolutely tower over this field. Is in good form. Only loss in the last 3 was against males. She's back in against the fillies and mares here. So looks pretty tough to beat.
Yeah, it really does. It's going to be interesting. So, so here's the thought. It's like when you've got these, it's like who's going to finish underneath, right? So try to find the exacta and find a little bit of value when you've got the overwhelming favorites.
Yeah, and you could make a case underneath for really any of the other 4. Sparkling Silver was second to half in the wrapper last time out. Diane's Wish is putting blinkers on for the first time since 2022. Last time she wore blinkers was a win for her, so maybe that'll wake her back up. She is also dropping in class. So the one I thought was interesting here as a horse that, despite being 25 to 1 morning line, now 7 to 1 is your third choice. But I thought that one was a little bit interesting as a potential underneath play.
Yeah, and you want anything but the 2, because the 3-2 right now for $2 is paying 540. But if you get past that, you've got the 1 at 1450, the 4 at 2470, and the 5 at 2110. So if you can get one of those and you like one of those, then maybe you can get a little bit of a payout with a 1 to 5 horse on top. So that's not bad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. Hey, Neil. Hey, Dan. Thanks for checking in. James has the 3 over the 1, 2, 4 with the try. Basically just throwing the 5 out. And how do we want to try and bet this, you think, Tim? Since we're kind of obligated to play every race here, so what can we do?
Yeah, I think we want to. I don't know. What are your thoughts on the second race right now?
That's another one.
That one.
Yeah, that's another one where I felt like it was pretty clearly 3-4 or 4-3 in there. I really didn't see anything outside of those 2 favorites.
Yeah, because the 3 is the overwhelming favorite in there, well, I say overwhelming, but the 3 is $10,000 in stable duel and is a morning line even money. But right behind that, you've got 6 to 5 on Bankers Day. And looking at the doubles, the 3 is paying $280, but the 3-4, which is what I like, is paying $10.
Oh, that's not bad at all. And I mean, the 4 beat the 3 last time out in the upcoming second race. That horse beat the other by half a length.
Yeah, and I like the 4 in there, so I think $10 is pretty decent at a double.
Yeah, I would agree. Why don't we do that?
So that's exactly what I was thinking. Let's just try a double right off the bat and see if we can get this 3-4, get the 4 home with the favorite in the first.
Yeah, how much do we want to play it for, you think?
I'd say we start off with 5. You know, we don't have that many races and everything. Just see how that goes. Take it easy in the first race, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah.
As Sean and I usually say, just kind of wade into the waters at the shallow end for the first race.
Exactly. Do a $5 daily double. 3-4 for $5.
And if you're looking for Sean out there, he will be joining us here shortly. He was running a couple of minutes behind, so I'm sure he'll be dropping in here in just a moment.
Yeah, absolutely.
And Bobby, thank you. Yes, I'm feeling much better. I came home Thursday from work, and I had planned to be in the lounge that day, but I was definitely feeling poorly that day. And it wasn't like sick, like flu or anything like that. I was extremely dizzy and almost like vertigo that day. It was just really weird.
Oh, yeah, that's strange. Glad you're feeling better.
Yeah, a lot better.
Good. Keith pointing out the show plunge going on the 3. Yeah. Ooh, 38,000 of $40,000 in the show pool is on that 3 horse. So if you think 3 of these horses can beat the 3,
most of that's mine. I have $2 of it. No. No, not at all. I can't bet the 3 straight up in a race like this at 2 to 5.
Yeah. I mean, when you have cheap horses, it's tough to trust them, even though, like we said, this horse looks to dominate in here.
You know, how many times have we said this though, Jessica, that you get a card that looks like this, and throughout the course of the night, you know, a couple of these favorites will lose and we'll find some value, and it just seems to always happen. And that's one of the things that we love about Assiniboia. And you know, I will say this: if you're playing in the win, place, and show pools with the takeouts here at Assiniboia, you can't beat the win, place, and show flat bet pools here. It's as low as anybody in North America, and even the exactas and tries are good. So you definitely appreciate that even a little bit more when you've got horses like this. But we'll have a couple of bigger fields later on in some races to where we can make some money. And we've seen it multiple times here on Monday Night Lights and on Thursdays in the lounge. All it takes is one.
Absolutely. One of these favorites goes down, you're getting a price. If you can beat one of these favorites in these, I mean, really the first like 5 races each have pretty overwhelming favorites on the morning line. There have definitely been evenings where we thought, well, it looks like it's card's going to chalk out. Not sure you're making any money tonight. And then there have been really good opportunities. If you find the right favorites, you work with those. You find the ones that are beatable, you work against those, and you kind of manage to have the right spots. You can make some very fair money.
Absolutely. And we love Assiniboia anyway. So
yeah, absolutely.
Great track, lots of fun. I like, even like tonight, you one of the biggest favorites, probably to me, even more than this 3 in the first. I like Kate's Princess later on in the card. This horse is going for 5 in a row. And to me, that's one of the best things about this track. I just love seeing the horses run back multiple times. You get to root for them like this. And, so you get familiar with them and seeing them come back in the small jockey colony here to where it's the same guys all the time. And when they switch up a little bit, it makes it a little bit interesting when they change mounts. So, and there was a couple tonight that I saw that we'll talk about.
Yeah, absolutely. That's definitely one of my favorite things, is being able to kind of follow the horses, the connections. It's kind of the difference between going to like a big stadium concert versus like a little intimate venue. Assiniboia Downs has that kind of more intimate vibe where you're kind of really getting to know the horses, the connections, the little quirks and different idiosyncrasies of the horses, because you're seeing them race multiple times a month. So it's
absolutely
fun.
And one more point to that is that we get people that come in, and a lot of the people that play the bigger tracks and are probably more experienced handicappers, they may look at a track like Assiniboia and just kind of brush it to the side. But I think this is a great track to learn to handicap at, because you can get familiar with the jockeys, you can get familiar with the horses, you can see tendencies, you can get familiar with the trainers, and those are all things you want to watch. Obviously, the horse wins the race, but you still, those are all things you want to handicap. And at a track like this, it just makes it easy for you to be able to do that, because you get much more familiarity with them because it's so much smaller.
Exactly. It's a lot less overwhelming, a lot less information to take in all at once compared to some of the bigger tracks.
All right, we're 0 minutes. What are we doing here? Let's go.
We were so good last year.
Yes.
We got that money coming into that show pool. 57,000 in the show pool. Rick's got 3 over 2 over 145 and 3 over 145. Trying to make a little money vertically, maybe.
And we've only got 3 more Monday nights here on Monday Night Lights at Assiniboia. So 3 more weeks of racing at Assiniboia for this meet.
Yeah,
gonna be bittersweet, but we've got some great things coming up. Churchill will be starting soon with their September meet, and then things kick over to Keeneland, which is my favorite meet of the year, the fall meet at Keeneland. Gotta love that. And then back here in October for the winter meet at Churchill, and then we move the lounge up to Turfway, which is one of our favorite tracks. So
yeah, Turfway is always great betting track.
We love it. Looks like we're headed to the gate.
Here. Just in time. Whoops.
Hello.
Hello, Sean. How are you doing?
How are you?
Good.
Hello,
Sean,
everybody.
How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Happy Labor Day. Hope everyone had a nice weekend.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nice.
Sean, you in the stable duel?
Huh?
Are you in the free game and stable duel?
I am the free game and the $5 game. Yep, both. Yep.
All right. For those that weren't watching today, Sean was in second place, took home the second place money at Woodbine today.
Well done.
Yep. Thank you. I had 326 points after 5 races, and my last 3 horses that were 4-1, 9-5, and 7-2 got me 10 points.
Yeah, it was like
so
0, 10, and 0,
sometimes.
and you still held on because
that was
you were
rather depressing, and I lost by 11.
Classic.
Had a great first half of the card though.
That's all you need. If you
Yes,
can
exactly.
get that lead and hang on, pull a precious passion on them.
Exactly. Hey, Bobby, how are you? Keith, James, Neil, look at everybody. Love it. 108. So,
108
so
already.
Who do we like here?
The favorite. And
Okay. Yeah.
we're using them with
here's what we
four and
did though,
double.
Sean. You've got kind of co-favorites in the next race with the 3 and the 4. The 3 was like an overwhelming favorite in the doubles, and the 4 was paying like $10. So we played a 3-4 double for 5.
Love it. Okay, perfect. There you go. Love it. Love it.
And I like the 4 more in the next race.
I do as well.
Yeah. 3, 2, 1, 4, 5, 3, 1, 4, 5. Rick's got it. James, 3, 1, 2, 4. Let's go.
Did think the 1 was a little bit interesting here underneath.
Yeah.
But not the kind of race where you really want to try and lean vertically.
Yeah, especially at that gate with that 1.
Mm-hmm.
The 1 hole.
Oh, Collins says.
Oh, Collins. Okay, there you go. See, there you go.
And
Hey,
he likes the 1. So
there you go. See, congratulations. Yeah.
maybe I throw $2 on the 1 just in case.
2 to 5.
Better than the morning line, at least.
Yeah, I know, huh? Yeah.
All right. In the gate, let me get my volume up here.
Oh, bro. Thank you, my friend.
The field is set. They're at the post.
There you go.
Here we go.
And they're off.
Monday Night Lights at Assiniboia.
From
Yes.
the middle, half in the wrapper. Shows her good early speed, but she's matched early by Adams Creed on the outside. Settle back in third, Sparkling Silver with Maybella fourth on the outside. And Diane's Wish will be the early trailer. Half in the wrapper, now up by
Quick,
3
there's
lengths.
Assiniboia.
Through an opening
23,
corner of
yeah.
23 and 1.
Gonna crush
On
'em.
the inside, Sparkling Silver. And an all-out drive in second in between horses. Maybella, Adams Creed back to fourth. And Diane's Wish starting to get motivated from the back. They hit the head of the lane. And half in the wrapper. Up by 6 through a half in 46 and 1. And it's all half in the wrapper. Sparkling Silver and Diane's Wish for second and third. But half in the wrapper is going to win by 3.
Wow.
Diane's Wish,
Okay.
second
We'll
best.
diminish
Third's
that.
gonna
There
go
you
to
go.
Sparkling Silver.
We're live, though.
To Maybella.
I threw a little $2 place bet on the 1, so
All right. There you go. See?
I'm sure it won't pay much, but
Taking the 2 out.
Well, and you know, looking at the probables, the 3-2, like we were talking about, was 4.7, but the 3-1 pays $10.
dang,
Yeah, not bad at all. Yeah.
I mean, what else do
The
you want
Stewart's
with a 1 to
opposed
9
number 3,
horse?
half in the
Right,
wrapper
exactly.
as your
Yeah,
race
keep
winner.
that 3 and 1
Second goes to
stable
number
duel.
1,
Nice
Diane's
job, Keith.
fantastic. Yeah.
Third to
100
number 2,
plus points for
Sparkling
you.
Silver. And
I did
fourth,
not pay
number 4,
the
Maybella.
15,000 for the
They went
3,
the
but I had
opening
1,
quarter,
4, and
23
5.
1. The half
Yeah.
46
Yeah, I had
and
1, 3, 4.
5 furlongs.
I had
59
1.
Time for the 5
4
and a half
and 5.
furlongs. What
Yeah,
a
thanks.
6 and 2.
Sean and I
use.
have similar strategies when it
Yeah.
comes to
Yeah. I didn't even use a 3. I'm like, fine if he wins.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I was the same. I couldn't see paying $15,000. That's
Now,
3
for a
horses.
3-length win, no, I couldn't, I couldn't do it.
No.
Live to see another fight.
Yeah, very,
Yep.
very fair.
But you could tell, and this is what, by the way, this is what Stable Duel has done. One of my friends said right the other day, he said that jockey could have won by 8. I'm like, he was up by 4.
He's
What
not
do you
gonna-
want? Is the goal for him just to win the race, or does he care about your stable duel team?
Yes,
You know what I'm saying?
exactly.
Exactly.
Do exactly what he needed to do with the horse. He's not going faster.
Yeah.
Yeah, Keith brings up a great point. That was not flight line. I was not paying $15,000.
Right, yeah,
Mhm.
exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
And you know, it was interesting because I looked right as they went off. Only 27% of stables took that 3.
Yeah. Well,
That's kind of what I
fine,
was
you know?
hoping.
Yeah.
Is that some of these high-priced horses people weren't going to spend on them, so
Yeah.
you might be able to get lucky
Yeah.
if other people went to ones that you decided against.
Now
and
entering the winner's
pick your-
enclosure, the
pick
official
horses
winner.
and hope you pick the
Here
ones
in
other
race
people
number
didn't.
1, that's
This
number
is,
3.
this is one of these
Ha.
nights where if you have a lot of zeros in stable duel, you might want to rethink yourself as a handicapper. Tens and 20s may be common, but yeah.
Right.
Sean and Keith, it's official. I have my reservation. I will be staying where you're staying. So
Fantastic. Fantastic.
What are y'all planning for?
It's the parks.
Oh, parks. Yeah,
For
for
the
the PA
Pennsylvania
Derby.
Derby.
Yeah. So because Jessica's never on the road, she hasn't been on the road in like 8 months. She should just
Right.
go all the way to Keeneland and then say, "Hun, I'll be right back. I just got to go get some milk," and then just drive up the parks and then see Torpedo Anna. Then come right back and say, "Oh, Hun, I got the milk." You know,
9-10 hour drive.
Yeah, right.
What? Nothing. Nothing. Yeah, I'll be in Kentucky from the 17th through the 20th or so.
That's all. See, you're done at the 20th. There you go. Boom, right up to the 21st.
Right, exactly. Sure.
are you going to be at Keeneland the whole time?
Yeah. Going for the sale.
good.
Gonna
Right.
do a little networking, do a little bit of work.
I
Good.
was just saying because they're actually running at Churchill at that time.
So there you go.
Ah.
Jess can just get on the plane with Tim from Kentucky and just
Right.
My private charter, I'll have my pilot stop by and
Yes,
pick you
right.
up.
Is that-
Thanks. Thank you.
yeah.
Yes. Fantastic. Yeah, just let your pilot know.
Fantastic. Look at that. $10 exacta. That's not bad. I mean, with a 1 to 9 on top.
That's what I said. I mean, 1
Yeah.
to 9 and you get $10 back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What's
absolutely.
wrong with that?
That was, easy.
Oh yeah.
That was the
And you even
made
said
a lot
you
of-
really liked the one, you know?
yeah. That was the
right,
horse
Yeah.
second to me.
Yeah.
Adding blinkers back and with a little bit of a drop, and the pace set up because the 3 went and kind of toasted everybody else on the lead.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, and Frank had the 3 with the 1-2, 1-2 for
Oh, great
$4.
job, Frank.
So
Yeah.
if you're looking at that, so the $2 try I think paid 19, so that was about $38 for that. So
Yeah,
Fantastic.
nice job, Frank. Well
That's
done.
We'll get you 38.
Easy money, really.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
Seriously.
I mean, really, those were the 3 horses.
They were, yeah. That's see, you can make money, folks. We keep telling you, you know.
Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
what we were talking about right before you came in, Sean. That exact point.
Yeah.
Even when it looks chalky, you can.
Oh,
you
Dan
can
had
do
a
it.
$10 3 with 1-2, 1-2.
Absolutely. I was
Wow.
shocked it just paid that, Dan. So great
Yeah.
job.
Yeah, I wish
Well
I'd played
done.
it now because I didn't think it would pay anything. So I wasn't really like I just threw my
Yeah.
$2 place bet on the 1 as kind of like a, and
Yeah.
I doubled my $2. So
And once again, here we are, and I'm just going to say it again. So short fields, Assiniboia, 1 to 9. People are talking about it, and it's just like a trifecta in a 5-horse race, and it pays that kind of money.
right.
Right, yeah, right.
Come
yeah.
on. If you're not playing this track,
Yeah.
What are
throwing
you
money
doing?
away.
And another great, like we were saying, a great track for beginners because you don't have to get as overwhelmed. I hear people talk about, especially people coming from sports betting.
Yeah.
A lot of times, like sports bettors are getting overwhelmed by big fields.
Yes.
Now, as handicappers, we like the big fields. We want the money spread out.
But yeah.
But if you're getting started and you're a little bit, you're still trying to figure out exactly what's going on. You're still learning to read the form.
Baby
You're still
steps,
learning
yeah.
pace, class, speed figures, etc. These types of races can be really good confidence builders and bankroll
Sure.
builders, as this race just proved.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you can, and we've talked dozens of times probably about the low base wagers make it really good for learning how to structure bets.
Yeah.
Because gambling, I'll be the first to say gambling is my weakness as a handicapper. I'm
Yeah.
okay at handicapping, but when it comes to, okay, what do I do with this opinion? How do I make money off of this opinion in a way that's, that makes sense? And that's something that Assiniboia is really great for, because you can play a little bit and you have the flexibility where you can kind of focus more on ROI.
Sure.
Rather than necessarily your straight, all right, I'm going to make a life-changing score tonight.
Yeah. Oh, it got claimed. Half in the wrapper got
was claimed for 7,500.
Yeah. Wendy Anderson.
Probably a pretty decent claim there, you'd think.
Yeah. Yeah. Seems a right of the ship there for her,
Mm-hmm. You'd probably get one more race out of her at this meet, you'd think.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
We've got 3 weeks left. So,
I would say so.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah.
From her.
You know who would be amazing at this meet? You know how good Dickie Dutrow would be at this meet?
Oh, my God.
What? I can run my horses every 6-7 days.
What if I run them twice a week?
Yell at me?
Yeah. I'll never forget Willie Pay in the King's Bishop.
Yeah.
After winning, what was it? He won a New York bred stake on Wednesday, I think.
Yeah.
And then rolled back Saturday on the Traverse undercard and won.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, exactly. Dabbled at Saratoga all day. Not a whole lot of luck. Get to Assiniboia, make $40 with a 1-9 shot.
Yeah, and you can really say, as we've said this before, meet is very much like a harness mentality. You know what I'm saying? Like in terms of they run every other week or whatever, and they're a very low breakdown rate. You know what I'm saying? That they run good solid races. Which is great.
Exactly.
And you get to know the horses, you get to know the jockeys, you get to know the trainers. So it's a very you become familiar with everything.
Exactly. And it was Willie Beeman. I got him mixed up with another with a claimer that raced that same Saratoga meet.
Yeah, right.
Willie Beeman, August 22nd wins the Albany Stakes. August 25th wins the King's Bishop.
Yeah. Hey, Mitchell, how are you, my friend? Great to join us. Oh, well, I think someone likes 435 here. Yes, Daisy's a doozy is running, and I did not use her, but I still love her though. I still love her. Just at 9,800 on stable duel, I will use her in my bets. I won't use her in my stable duel.
I don't think it was a good stable duel.
Yeah, no, but I will be. Trust me, Daisy's a doozy. Will definitely be on my ticket.
Yeah, absolutely.
I did not even have a horse in the last race.
Me neither.
Right. And my friend Anna is slowly but surely, she's coming from 5th to 4th to 3rd. She's getting better and better. So it's only a matter of time.
She'll figure it out eventually.
Antonio's whipping her into shape. Exactly.
Daisy's figured it out now, it seems like.
She has, yes, very much so. Yeah.
Took her a minute.
Yep.
But Anna Kazana's kind of in that same mold.
Yeah, she's starting to get it,
Picks up checks, but just hasn't really put it together yet.
Yeah. Good luck, Mitchell. Oh, his app keeps crashing.
Oh, no.
Hate that.
Oh, Dan got a pick 5 at Timoti. I'm going to pick 4 at Ferndale today. Well done.
So all the three, notice all the three's connections are wearing cowboy hats, which means they think they're getting their picture taken.
And I mean, they could.
We're gonna spoil it with the 4.
Right, exactly. They were wrong. They are wrong. Exactly.
Even Stretch have the 4.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Kurt and Stretch heard that we had Jess and I had the double, and they jumped on the 4.
Boom.
Right.
That is absolutely.
Yeah, the 3's been favored in his last 2. Hasn't gotten the job done yet.
Yeah.
And more importantly, Bankers Day beat him on the square last time by half a length.
And what's so nice too, by the way, is that their pools are some of the lowest in North America. So if you're a new bettor and you're doing win play show and those type of things, you're ahead of the game versus other tracks, Right. So it's really.
I mentioned the same thing, Sean, right before you came in. We were talking about how with even with lower priced horses in smaller fields, with the pools and the takeouts being reduced, it's still better than a little bit higher prices at some other tracks.
Yeah, absolutely.
So what are we gonna do in this race? Are we just gonna ride our double?
No,
I feel like we gotta come up with something else, right?
That is a Tim no.
No
sitting.
And so then in that case, what do we do? What are the exactas paying with the 4 and 5? Like, that can't be paying anything, right?
So right now, in the exacta pool, obviously the 3-4 is $540. The 4-3 is $9.
Okay, that's not bad actually.
If you like anybody beyond those two, now you can make a little money.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Let's see if this is the race exactly, because I was interested in this race. Yeah.
And I was trying to make a case for a horse in third here.
Yep.
And I kept kind of looking at the 1.
The 1, the 11-1.
Just a horse doing something different.
Yeah.
Something's changing here for this horse, at least. Adding the blinkers. Had an excuse first time. Last time out, just wasn't good. But maybe now with a little bit of experience, this is a horse who, she's a 5-year-old in here. But making her third start, maybe she's figuring things out. Was a horse that I thought maybe you could get in third here as the longest shot in the field at 5-1. But kind of a tough race to really think of anything except, 4-3, maybe 3-4.
Yeah, no, I agree. Totally. And this was the Houdini horse, the 4. If you're a couple of starts back, right? I had him in exacta, and I thought I was dead because he was in second. He dropped all the way back to 5th, and I thought, we're dead. And all of a sudden, he came re-rallying and almost missed by like an inch. You know, so he's a resilient. He's a resilient guy.
I just thought it was really interesting when I was looking at these two, because these two being the 3 and the 4, because you look back at the maiden special weights and they were both running against each other, and Dancing in the Creek had, those third place finishes back to back to back. And Banker's Day wasn't doing as much at that level, but when they dropped down, they not only drop, but Rashad Knights gets on board. I don't know if it's the 5 pounds or the change in jockey, but it just seems like this horse is a little bit of a different horse and has kind of turned the tables now on Dancing in the Creek. And I really like Banker's Day. Yeah. And right now, I think at 2-1, Sean knows what I'm going to say. At 2-1, it's like
win in place.
Do we just throw a little money on win in place here? And
that works for me.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Yeah, I'm not against that. I guess my one, I don't want to make a case against the second horse in favor of the favorite, but you could argue that it was the distance that woke up Banker's Day. Because even though there was that good race on July 8th, speed figures wise, Banker's Day really stepped up when getting out to that mile and 7.5 furlong distance.
Yeah.
Whereas looking back at the figures that Dancing in the Creek was running in those 6 furlong races and those main specials, they were consistently better than what Banker's Day was doing at the time.
Yeah, no, it's a fair point. Yeah.
You could then come back with Banker's Day as a no-nos. They're going to want more time. They're going to want multiple races to come into their own. So, just some more food for thought. But I'm totally in agreement that just maybe like $5 win place on the 4. Do you think that would be a good amount?
I think that's a value. Yeah. I have everybody in stable duel but the 4, which is ironic. But now looking at it, I think he's a very good bet,
Mm-hmm. So we'll do something like that.
There you go. Perfect. That's perfect.
Good job, Mitchell.
So right now
Right now in the pregame in Assiniboia, the first place stable basically had all 5 horses in there. So obviously they've got that. But in second place, there's a few people, a couple of names in here I recognize, one being Smurf of the Turf.
Yeah.
Just behind all the seconds is 9th place. I see a Hawkstone Stables in here.
Yep.
Just behind 9th is 15th place. Each and Every Stride is in there.
Okay.
Promise Picks is right behind that. Sean and I right now are sitting down in 31st place.
Yeah.
And it goes all the way down to 3 people tied for 111. So there's 113 people in. So it's early. We're in great shape.
Yep.
Yeah, solid start.
This is one of the few nights, by the way, right? I actually tried it just for fun, right? On one of my teams. You could have used the whole first and second race and actually made 50,000. It would. I thought that was wild. You have 300 points. I don't think it's enough to make it to win, but at least you have 300 points.
Right.
And if there's some bombs later, that could be the wise.
Right. That's kind of the angle I took.
Yeah.
We'll see. I'm not confident it was the optimal way to play.
Yeah.
But I took 3 horses in each of the first 3 races, and then I took a horse at a little bit of a price that I like in the 6th race.
Yeah.
So.
I have 3 in the first race, 4 in this race, and 3 around and just trying to get wins, you know?
Exactly. That was kind of my thought.
Yep.
Get wins and easy points. Hope I can pick up exactas and tries.
Yep. Yep. Bobby D's got an exacta box 324.
So you took 3 horses in here. Was one of them the 3, Sean?
Yeah. I took 1, 2, 3, and 5. I actually didn't take the 4 because of the money, but I may regret that.
Yeah, I left off the 4.
The only thing about the 3 I can say and is that what do you call it? Is that Badry remains with it. You know what I'm saying? Which is at least that's a but. What's his name's been riding? He's been riding great too. So I mean, so there's no, there's no, that's not a negative at all. On the Knights has been riding very well.
Yeah, exactly.
And look at this development. The 4 is now the favorite at 6 to 5.
Yeah. And at one point, what was Knights like 5, 6? Knights was at like 5-6% in the beginning. He couldn't find the back of and now he's 14%. He's been a huge couple of weeks. That's great.
Yeah,
Dan's got a $25 double into the 4 here, and a 4-3 exact 4 times and 4-5. Okay.
Mitchell brings up bits of lemon drop in the 6.
Yeah, that's Whitehall. I looked at that hall.
Race is a good betting race. I think.
Yeah, and that horse, all he does is come in second every single time. So I don't know why he was so high. I looked at that myself. I ran out of $1,000 horses, but
I like that horse. I have that horse in my stable as well.
Yeah, definitely Mitchell. Why it's like Whitehall around 7 furlongs. Why wouldn't you?
Right.
Absolutely.
Very good stable to horse.
The lone mare in the field is the first one into the starting 8.
Here we go.
Oh, all of a sudden the money went crazy.
Ready to go in.
Hey, 2-1. I'll take that for a win.
Next up, the 4-5 favorite, Dancing in the Creek. 2 left to load. Banker's Day. And now just waiting on Mr. Benji. The field is set. They're at the post.
Race 2. Here we go.
And the rough. From the far outside, Mr. Benji. Flashing some early speed, but dancing in the creek. Well restrained. Now goes out and grabs the early lead to the outside. That's Magical Tap in up close with Banker's Day. 3 wide, 4 wide, Mr. Benji and Skullline is going to watch all the early action.
23
but
1.
Banker's Day now takes over as the leader and opens up by a length and a half. Back to second, Mr. Benji. dancing in the creek.
Run away, Rashad. Run away.
On the inside from third to second. Mr. Benji back to third. Then it's Magical Tap In and Scoline. They hit the head of the lane. And Banker's Day all out, but still with the lead by a length. Dancing in the creek, trying to eat into that lead.
This
and Mr. Benji also with some late run. Dancing in the creek now takes over at the 16th pole, and it's going to be Dancing in the Creek. Going to win it by 2. Close for second, but it looked like Mr. Benji beat Banker's Day, and Magical Tap In finished in 4th.
All right. Well, that's all right.
Yeah. Yeah. Good try, Todd. Yeah, the 4. I think where the 4 miscalculated there was the 3 got the lead and the 4 went out too early. You know what I'm saying? And the 3 kind of at nights went a little bit. It took the bait a little bit and went straight right away. And Badri at least pulled his horse back. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And then came back on him again. You know.
Yep. That's where jockey experience played a role right there.
Yeah,
definitely.
Yep.
Marv hit the try cold.
Nice
for
there.
$4.
See,
Well done.
see, this is where, man, if you can just split them, you know.
Yeah, exactly. You got
get
the
a nice,
5 in there
great
in the middle of
phase is what Assiniboia does.
Yeah, we'll see what that comes back.
I
at.
still want to know. I know we were talking about it as it went live on the thing. I watched the replay 5 times. I still don't know what Irad did with Ferocious. Like, he was in the lead, then he brought him totally, completely back. Even Frank said he's just not firing, and then all of a sudden he comes flying back and only misses by like a half length. I'm like, what was he doing, bringing him back? And then he came flying back.
I need to watch the replay again.
You know what it tells me, Sean, is it tells me that the horse had more to give, and it was a lot about the ride, because the horse got a little bit of competition and said, "All right, let's go."
Yeah, he did, because all of a sudden even Frank said he's not firing, and all of a sudden, like a tank, just starts coming back through the middle, like, here I come, boys.
Yeah, and Chance McPatrick has that McKinsey in him.
Oh, there you go. There's the reason right there. He lost a shoe.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, that's why.
So maybe Irad felt something a little. He was kind of.
Oh, yeah, maybe exactly.
No, okay.
He may have been running uneven. That can happen. But man, to still close like that without a shoe, woo.
I still think that's a heck of a horse, and that was just one race. So.
I still think we're seeing great things from that horse. Yes. Absolutely.
And that's still a sprint, and we'll see what happens when they go 2 turns.
Yeah.
So
let's
see the juvenile when they get to Breeders' Cup time, because I would be surprised if he's not in there.
Yeah. Frank got the super. Nice job, Frank.
Yeah, I think the top 2 out of the hopeful are both very good horses.
Yeah. So 3, 5, 4, 2, 1.
$8.30 exacta. That's not bad for $1. $16.60 for 2.
No, exactly. That's what I'm saying. In a short field like this,
Yeah, exactly.
Unbelievable. This is fantastic,
Yeah, the payouts. We've had 2 odds-on favorites win.
Yeah, and your pays have been What the double pay?
$1.65.
Okay.
So that makes sense.
Yeah, right. But I'm saying Yeah.
You could have put them
this
together.
Is one thing, Byron, which is interesting. In that situation, just in my experience, take one and try to win with them. Don't box. You know what I'm saying? And when you have those 2 involved, don't box it. Just go straight. If you like the 4 and it loses, so be it. If you like the 3, great. You did great. But I'm saying, exactly. But don't. Exactly. Try to make a stand with one of them and try to put them on top, Go
Even if it's a key, you can play both horses underneath, but at least try to pick one position for on top, which is the way that I would, especially in shorter fields and with shorter price horses.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's the only way. That's the only way you're gonna be able to win money. Boxing is too many combinations, and you're betting against yourself.
Exactly. Yeah.
All right, Frank's alive. Pick 3 to the 145.
And I can't really say there's a bias yet on the track in terms of like what's doing what in terms of, because we had a leader, then he fell back, then he came back,
Yeah, and I mean, this track, I mean, it's been fair all meet.
It really has. Yeah, for the most part, it really has.
I mean, if you follow Matt DeSantis, he said that of the tracks that Naira bets that they're tracking, Assiniboia is the track that plays the most fair.
Did you guys see what Del Mar out of 82 stakes races, right? 66 out of 82 were 0 to 2 lengths behind, or winning. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Like first call.
Only 3 horses have come back, by 5 lengths to win races the entire meet.
I mean. I wonder if that stat is skewed slightly by the fact that a lot of the fields in those stakes are short fields.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
So, I mean, if you're 5 lengths back in a 5-horse field, what do you do?
Right. Yeah.
Could be part of that. But also, I mean, you have a lot of Baffert horses. The Baffert horses are always going to show speed.
Yeah.
They're always going to be close.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
But that is an interesting stat, definitely.
Yeah. So all you people getting ready for the Breeders' Cup, just remember Del Mar's playing a little bit fast right now in terms of,
Yeah.
Don't go for those closers unless there's So 12 minutes to race 3.
And we've got another odds-on favorite in a 5-horse field.
4 to 5.
And this was another one that I've had a little bit of an easier time getting around than the others. I still liked the 5 on top. I love the drop. I think the drop makes a lot of sense. But horses like the 1 and the 4, particularly the 4, still make some sense in here, I think. Whereas this is a race that's not quite as, all right, this horse is going to win. What do you do? How do you work with it? I think this 5 is beatable, even though a deserving favorite. What were you thinking in here, Tim?
I had the opposite opinion. I in the first 2 races, I have not paid the money for either one of the horses, and this is the one that I did pay for. I just thought that the 5 in this race, I just think is so much better than the others. It's a huge class drop. I mean, all of these this is a claiming 5,000. All of these have been running like right at that level pretty consistently. And this horse comes out of an allowance optional claimer, but before that was in the Manitoba Derby. Then before that was in the Derby Trial, has a couple of stakes back in June. This horse has just been running against so much better. And the races weren't horrible.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. What were you thinking, Sean?
Yeah, Tim and I, as you, to no one's shock, we think very much alike. And what do you call it? And to me, in these races, at least you got to show me something. You know what I'm saying? Like what you're doing. And this horse has shown me something. He was facing much better, and he was in the lead. He just quit versus much better. Now he's finally found the right sandbox, as I usually like to say, the right friends. And I just think he's going to be just too. I know the speed's kind of stopped tonight, but I'm saying I just think he's going to be too tough for this group. That being said, we thought that some people thought that the last couple of races, and they have, so you never know. But I just look at the rest of the group in terms of they've all been in the 5,000, like 3,000, 5,000 group, and this horse just been facing better. I just think this is the type of group where he's just going to get confidence.
Yeah, I mean, definitely the class of the field, probably the pace in the field as well.
Right.
Might get a little bit of pressure from horses like the 2 or the 3.
Yeah.
But
I think, go ahead, my friend.
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead. You finish. Yeah.
But I did like that horses like the 4 and the 1 have figures that are competitive with what this horse has run recently
Yes.
in the last two. So I thought that there might be a chance that this might be one you could try and beat. Deserving favorite. I would not argue with, using him on top and using some others underneath at all.
Yeah.
But I just thought that, of the first three races, this was the one I was a little bit curious
Suspect.
about trying
Yeah.
to maybe try and beat.
Sure. Yeah, and I think too, also what you got to remember this too, and folks, please keep this in your mind too. We do have 3 weeks left, right? But there's going to be, now you're getting to the point. This happens the same at Woodbine. If you ever watch Woodbine around November, okay, you're starting to get to the end, and barns are trying to get rid of animals before the meet is over. You know what I'm saying? So they're not afraid to drop to get a win. Like before, you know what I'm saying, before moving on to somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? So the next 3 weeks are really going to be, you're going to see a lot of droppers, into places where they can win, maybe get a victory, get some money, and then, and then they're
they don't have to worry about shipping fees.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Yeah,
exactly. And that's what you're seeing here. There's one race where like both were dropping to the bottom. I was like, okay, this is what you're going to see now,
Yeah, absolutely. That's a great point. We're not having to worry about, okay, are we going to turn this horse out until next May?
Yeah.
Are we going to, ship somewhere else? What are we doing? We don't have to worry about that. If it gets claimed, then we make our purse, we make our claim price, and we move on.
Boom.
So that's a really good point there. Who is this 4x? What a little.
I just think with this 5, Sean, and I don't know what your thoughts were. Obviously, they started this horse out in maiden special weight, then they moved to directly to stakes. They ran in all these stakes this year, so they thought this horse might be something a little bit more than what it turned out to be. And I think they're ready to just kind of go ahead and move on to something else. So I totally think that they're willing to give this one up, but I think it's so much better than everyone else in here. You look at those races in the beginning, and second, first. The stakes, the Derby Trial, and the Manitoba Derby. Those were, the horse was way in over his head.
Way over.
So this is a level this horse should win or win pretty easily. I will say that the 4 is most likely going to be the second favorite in here, but I thought the 3 stood a chance second off the claim here for Kepler. So gets a ball rip up. And if you look, Baudry rode this one last time out, but this horse has been the favorite the last 3 times out at 5.5 furlongs. And I think the 6 furlong might be a little bit better fit, and maybe the horse does have 3 wins in 8 at the distance. So I think a 5-3 exacta for me. I would be 5-3-4.
Yeah, some of those early meet races for the 3 would be very competitive.
Yes,
and you're right up there with some of the best races the 5 has run earlier in the meet.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Interesting. Kurt's got, that's a pick 5. Okay, gotcha. $30 pick 5. Very straightforward. I like it. And pick 3s and pick, is that, I'm almost thinking like, because you like the 1, is that right, Jessica?
I like the 4 second most.
4, okay. But you thought the 1
I thought the 1 had a
chance
too? Yeah, the 1. I mean, the 1 was beaten a neck by the 4.
I mean, we could do just like a key 5 over the 1.
1, 3,
4. I don't know how much it's going to pay, but you know what I'm saying. But at least, or we could just do a daily double. You know what I'm saying, or something like that, or just
I was just looking. I would take a shot in here if you're going to play exactas and tries. I think that this is probably a place that we probably want to at least take a shot, because let me pull it back up here. I was just looking at something else. So right now, like the 5-4 is $10. The 5-3 is $12. but the 5-1 is 18. So if you're playing trifectas with those and you get the 5-1 and then get something else,
Yeah,
there's
it's
a
not bad.
chance that there could be a little bit of money, but I definitely think it's those horses. The 2 is the clear outsider in here.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, and thank you, Dan. Bobby D, was Gary Stevens that got hit by a shoe. I think he got hit by a horseshoe. Exactly. Brian Gilson is a 5413 super for 20 cents. Mitchell has the 1 here, and then have the odds on in the next 2 races. Marco's got 145 here. So a lot are on the same page here.
Yeah, and if you look at that $5 pick 5 Kurt was playing, that's what that he was singled in the next 3 races.
Yeah. Neil's got the 245 try box, trying to get that. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. 5 looks good on the track. Dane Dawkins from Barbados, a young kid. So 3 minutes to go.
What do we want to do here?
Yeah, I'm trying to think here.
What's our best?
Do like and what's the low? Timmy said 5.4 is like
5.4 is the low.
What for 9? Is that what it is?
830 right now for 2.
Okay. Oh, for 2. Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah, so only $4 for a dollar.
Okay, yeah. So even if you try to beat the 4, you could do like just a $2 or $1 try key 5 over the 1, 3, 4 and hope the 4 is out of there. Or is that or I don't think the 2 is it could be there in there, but or did we just go double? No, because you got what's her name in the next race, so that's not even worth it.
You're not making money there, no.
Yeah, no. So
definitely not.
You just do an $80 double 5-2 and pray. No.
Yeah, I don't think Kate's Princess loses in the next, and it's not going to pay anything.
No. So
as a matter of fact, let me look just out of curiosity. So the 5-2 double is paying $4
for 2.
Yeah,
so it's not worth it. Yeah, exactly. So do we try like a trifecta and hope that the 1 and the 3 can beat the 4?
I like it.
Do we do it for $1 or 2?
I do it for a couple bucks. That's $12.
Yeah, 12. Yeah, just a $2 try key 5 over the 1, 3, 4.
Yeah,
and you should get your money back at least. At least
you would definitely get more than that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that'll be our bet here.
Yeah. And the pools are so low, like the takeouts are low. So you know what I'm saying? So it'll be
exactly.
It's a good thing to do.
So Stable Duel has updated. Let's see. In 3rd place, you have Hawkstone Stables. SPN Nation sitting in 10th. Smurf of the Turf in 13th. Papa's Picks in 14th. Each and Every Stride. Keith is in 15th. Payne's Picks, 24th. I'm trying to pick out. If I miss you, let me know. I'm sitting in 42nd. But all my money was spent later.
Yeah, I definitely was very top happy.
Collins in 65th. El Hombre's in 65th.
Oh, we got Woodville Road Stables. That's my dad in 34th.
Go, Dad.
All right.
Mitchell's in 97th, but it's early.
Oh yeah, plenty of time.
Yeah.
I only have 3 horses left, so
exactly. I'm not
I need wins. I need
early
wins.
speed here.
Yeah.
So.
The rest of the way I need wins. Exactly.
I ended up taking actually the favorites in these first 3 races, hoping that one of them they'd win by enough to carry me.
Yeah.
Not sure it was the smartest, but at least I'll get a thrill out of it.
We shall see.
Yeah, Mitchell's only used 3 horses, so you've got plenty of time to catch up.
Absolutely.
A lot of people went early here because of the short fields.
The first place stable is used 7.
Yeah, right. Yeah. That's me. I'm right there with exactly. I'm 10th and I used 7 exactly. But the Byron, we used $2 try key 5 of the 134. All of a sudden the 5 coming back to even money. See, Mitchell, you've only used 3 horses. That's why, you can do it.
All right.
There was a couple of $9,000 animals that I saw tonight that I thought were a little bit suspect,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, those kind of favorites, but not super heavy favorites.
Yeah, super heavy favorites. Right.
You might be able to make something work with.
And I was telling Keith, I did tell Keith, but I was also telling Tim. Tim's going to be excited. The Luminaire is going to make his next start at Churchill Downs late September, which will be very exciting.
Love it.
Yeah.
I will definitely be there that day. I want to see that.
Yes. He had just a slight quarter crack, like not even like a remote, you know what I'm saying? That kept him out from a third race at Saratoga, but he's already worked out twice. He's doing great. He's right back where he was. So no worries on that part. They just know they got a talent there. So they just took their time and said, because he was originally supposed to run in the Smarty Jones at last week at Parks. But when that crack came, they said, nope, we're just going to take our time and head down to Churchill.
Good management. And I mean, obviously with those connections, that's what you're going to get.
Yep. Safety first and then talent second.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. And they know what they've got. So looking forward to seeing him back.
Yeah. And Irad has already said, yep, I'll be there with him. So,
so that's a vote of confidence.
Tim's favorite. But in honest, if I know. But
make my head hurt.
He's done good so far with him, Tim.
Exactly.
No, he does really like him. So that was like the other Centennial horse that was supposed to start this weekend. Makes sense. The Street Sense baby got scratched on Saturday. He had just a slight abscess starting. It wasn't even like just a slight. I said nope. You can't cancel him. He'll be back on the track like Wednesday, Thursday, and then see another day. When you have talent, you take care of your animals.
Exactly. And taking a look at the pedigree will make sense. Definitely looks like you might have some talent. Going back to that great mare Oatsy, who was the dam of Shackleford, Lady Joni, Bagdaria, Fleeting Lady, and Stefan Oatsy, all state members.
Nice. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's post time.
All right.
Look at this carryover for the pick 5, 117 grand. Nice job.
Getting close to that time.
We need to get that mandatory payout again. Let's go.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep. Yes.
Hit that last one.
Yeah, Dan says the double suggests 2 to 5, 2 to 5. Yeah.
Big ticket. The first one into the starting gate. Kitten now moves in. From the middle, here comes Exotic's Bear. Just 2 left to load. High Rise in the peg. And just waiting on Magnolia Speed, our current 4 to 5 favorite.
That almost seems like a good pay. A good
Is
price.
that?
And they're off. From the outside, Magnolia Speed. Away well, but so was Exotics Bear, who now is going to get the lead by about 2.5. Big Ticket wants to be a part of the early lead and is putting on the pressure. And they're now nose and nose. Settle back 3 wide, Magnolia Speed. Then it's Kitten, and the early trailer will be High Rise in the peg. Big Ticket cuts the opening quarter in 24 seconds. Exotics Bear looming on the outside in second. Magnolia Speed.
Let's go,
To
Dane.
unleash in third. Making a move from the back. High Rise
Here
in
they
the
come as a
peg.
pair.
And now Kitten the early trailer. The half mile in 46 and 4. And the leader still Big Ticket to the far outside.
Come on, Dane.
Magnolia
Put him down
Speed
now.
coming with a
Put him
big
down now,
run.
Dane.
And
Put
Magnolia
him down,
Speed
Dane.
trying to get by, but Big Ticket won't let her. They're down to the 16th pole.
Good job, Dane.
Big Ticket, Magnolia Speed, but Big Ticket's
Oh.
gonna
Five
take
might have ended
it.
up third.
Battling for second. Looks like
That-
Exotics Bear got it.
That was
Magnolia
a
Speed for
close
third
photo in
and
second.
fourth.
Wow.
High Rise in the peg.
I love the 3. That was the one I had second, but I didn't think
Yeah.
you'd beat the 5. I definitely didn't
Right.
think you'd win, but
Yeah. See, this is where Assiniboia, folks. You know,
Mhm.
you never know. You know,
If the 5 held on for second,
it was
might be
close.
all right.
The 5 might be
that
third.
that was a head bob. I think the 5 ended
Yeah.
up third.
let's see.
The 5 was definitely
Yeah,
third.
5 is third.
5 was definitely third. Unless like the luckiest head bob of all time.
Yeah, no,
No,
that
the
was,
five
he was
was
clearly
the
third,
5 was,
yeah.
the 5 was third, and there you go.
Yeah.
Your 4, who was the favorite, who was the second favorite, finished dead last.
Yep, yep, yep.
Crazy.
The stewards have requested a photograph to determine the winning horse. They went the opening quarter 24 seconds.
Wow.
46 and 4. 5
And
furlongs.
Frank got the
59
$5
and
pick
2.
3. Nice
5
job, Frank.
furlongs. 1, 12 and 3.
That was a great ride on the 1.
Yeah, absolutely.
That was a fabulous work ride. That was Stevenson with a great ride there.
Yeah, that was a difference maker type of ride there, getting aggressive and
Yeah.
taking it to the speed of the race and the favorites. I managed to go third, fourth, and fifth with my 3 stable horses. So
There you go. See, there you go.
so that shows you. I don't think I'm going to hang on for third very long in stable duel.
No, I needed that win now. I'm basically, I took a chance thinking that the 5 was going to be the, you know, and that's what Assiniboia does, you know?
Yeah, exactly. And, you know, I thought the horse was the horse to beat. I did think he was the one of the first 3 who was most vulnerable, but I didn't think the horse was finishing third. I thought maybe.
And look at the exact 1-3. I mean, you know,
and I mean, those were 2 logical horses. If you wanted to try and beat the 5, but you'd have to be pretty bold.
Yeah. Marco's alive to the 2 and the 6 in race 4. Nice job, Marco.
All right, nice. Yeah.
Yeah. Frank, great job, my friend. Frank only used the 1 in stable duel. Nice job, Frank.
Nice. Yeah.
Big ticket. Yeah, there you go, Mitchell. There you go. Yeah. Now you got Kate coming up.
Yeah, and Kate looks pretty tough. Kate's Princess, though, is another one who looks like she needs the lead, and she should get it.
Yeah, yeah.
But there are some horses in there who have a little bit of pace.
Yeah.
Who I think could make things interesting.
The only thing about Dawkins, and maybe we will learn something here, is that I thought he'd go right to the lead and take it to them and say, try to beat me. You know,
right. That's what it looked like.
He took him back, which to me was a little bit of a head scratcher.
Yeah,
you know?
Exactly.
But and the last 2 winners did the same thing. So maybe he thought I could trick him into getting the lead and then pouncing on them, and it just didn't work. Hey, Rodney, how are you?
Rodney, thanks for checking in.
6 stakes races and Aidan O'Brien ships and 3 horses at Kentucky Downs on Saturday. Yeah, big day.
Well, that's with Saratoga closing, that's, and the money at Kentucky Downs just can't be beat. So
$42 exacta in a 5-horse field. And if you had the 5 and third there, $15 for 20 cents.
Yeah. And Tim will be there on Saturday running the Tyler Gaffilione fan club meeting. No. No, it's like, no, I will not. No.
Oh, well done, Frank. $90. Take those.
That is great. Look at the exact $84 with that field.
5-horse field.
I mean, come on.
The 3 to 5 favorite in the race.
20-cent try. $15
and the favorite was in the try.
Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying. It's just mind-boggling. And the daily double, right? If you like that 3, 21.80, 21.90, excuse me. I mean, how can you beat that,
Exactly. And I mean, not that it would have been a good, smart bet to do so necessarily because of how it could have chalked out. You could have boxed 4 horses in that 20-cent super for $4.80. The 4 horses that made any sense. And gotten back $31.60.
Oh, we didn't win the VIP fan of the night. Oh, we have to be there. That's right. Darn it, those rules. Is that we have to be there.
250 people watching between platforms. Yeah. So if you're hanging out with us, thank you so much. Go ahead and like the stream, especially if you're there on YouTube.
Yeah.
You can drop a like on the stream. It helps us out a ton. You can make sure you're subscribed to Trust the Profits over on YouTube. Get that,
congratulations to Christopher Anisaki, the fan of the night, if you're watching.
Yeah, congratulations. Thank you.
$90 pick 3.
With a 1 to 9 and a 4 to 5. I mean, they're giving away money out here at Assiniboia.
Yep.
I will be right back, guys.
Okay, no problem. Yep. Tim, how was your trip to Cincinnati? Was it fun?
It was. We had a good day up there. We went up to do a couple of things and hit a couple of places, a couple of shopping things that we wanted to take care of, and hit a couple of breweries. There's always some good breweries up there in Cincinnati. There's a newer one that I hadn't been to on the Kentucky side, pretty close to Turfway actually. And so I stopped in there, but I had a great day.
That's awesome. So now we come up to the lady of the Zenyatta of Assiniboia Downs lately, the princess. Can she continue her dominance at 3 to 5? Okay, all right, like it. Kate's princess trying to win for the 5th time. She's 13 for 26 lifetime in Assiniboia with 4 seconds and 1/3.
Dan, it was Fabled Brew Works.
There we go. Frank says at Saratoga that pays $8. Yeah, I hear you.
So it's not right by the track. It's on the opposite side of 75, but it's less than 10 minutes from the tracks.
Yeah.
Cool little place. They do some good beer and mead. They make their own mead there as well if you like mead.
Oh wow. Okay, that's really cool. And Tim, how good was Flavian Pratt? My God, huh? Did he just
unbelievable?
He was just unreal.
I mean, it really was.
He and Irad together, right, for the meet combined almost over $12 million in earnings. That's in a jockey colony like that. That's saying something,
Well, and Chad won the trainer's title. So and he was riding him a lot. He was riding Flavian, and the two of those, they kind of won it together. But I mean, the amount of stakes races he won, it was just a record amount of stakes races, and so just and grade ones even, but really incredible. He is just on fire and riding, and even even at the beginning of Saratoga, I was talking about it. I think I mentioned it on the lounge. If anybody's riding better than Flavian Pratt in the country, tell me who it is, because
no, absolutely.
I'll bet all their mounts. But he's just
yeah.
absolutely riding his butt off, and
top notch right now. Yeah, and I was so thrilled. The guy that really, I think, stepped it up the meet was definitely Dylan Davis. What a solid Saratoga he had. You know. Really,
there were several guys, even like in the last race, Ricardo Santana Jr., he had a good meet.
He did. I know we're saying Ty had a very good meet. I'm just saying numbers wise. I'm saying there were some riders who had some very good Junior had some very nice wins, you know. Yeah, exactly. So so there we go. So race 4.
All right, that one's in the book, Sean. So let's just turn the page.
Turn the page. And here we come to Kate's Princess, the 2-5 favorite. And when I looked at this field, I really tried as hard as I could to get a horse that I thought would beat her, you know, on her numbers. And there's not a horse on numbers that even comes like remotely close to her. No. The 6, I mean, did once on Polytrack in Gulfstream, but nobody numbers wise just even seems to be in like the house, you know, with Kate, you know. And Marco thinks the 6 has a chance here. Yeah, I mean, exactly 12-1.
Yeah, right now I was looking at the horse standings. Mechanic Susie is 6 for 6. And then there are 4 horses who have 4 wins, one of which is Kate's Princess. So if Kate's Princess wins this race, then we'll be in second in the horse standings with 5 wins, just behind Mechanic Susie.
Okay, yeah. How did you see this race, Tim?
I mean, obviously it goes through Kate's Princess. The one that I found a little bit interesting as I was looking at it. I mean, the 2 is a horse that's probably going to end up taking a lot of money in here. But in Kate's Princess, and I'm obviously, but behind that one, I thought that. As far as the favorites go, obviously the 3 is the one that Eagle Express that will probably be with Baudry up, and you know it's the Delaron barn, so leading jockey, leading trainer.
Sure.
But looking at this 5 that Antonio's getting on, you know, third off a layoff, you know, we like that.
Yeah,
so
sure.
Basically has been running at the $12,500 level. I think has just been running against, if you look at the horses, has been running against a little bit better. Look at a couple
Happy Hour. She's my niece. Yeah.
Happy Hour, Olive's Candy, you know, was just behind those. She's my niece, you know.
Yeah.
That was obviously a stakes back in June before the layoff, but this horse earlier in the year was doing really well. So
yes,
I just think that on the drop here, Lise Pruitt, Antonio Whitehall. And you know, Whitehall hasn't ridden this horse since last year, and so he has been on the horse in the past. I think 6 furlongs for this horse is something that this horse has a win and a third out of 3 races at the distance, and I just like I like third off a layoff. That last race was really impressive. Pretty comfortable and could have won by even more, but I just think that underneath play net, nothing else in here really impresses me enough to say that anybody else should be that much ahead of this one. I think it's 2 and then pick 1, and I'm going to pick 5.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah. Yes, Colin. I do have a second eye on Boston College right now, and to my utter amazement right now, it is Boston College 21, Florida State 6 in Florida State right now.
Wow.
So let's hope our Eagles can get it going here, you know.
And on the exactas here, Sean, so that 2-3 we were talking about with Baudry's only paying $5, but the 2-5 is currently the next lowest at $21.10. So you go from $5 to $21 for 2.
That's not bad at all. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I like it a lot.
Yeah.
And Whitehall, I look for the next couple of weeks. If you remember the last couple of meets, Whitehall seems to turn it on at the end. So I look.
He does. Yes, he does. Yep. Absolutely does. Yep. Yep. Tim, Keith used that 5 in stable duel.
Yeah, the horse makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely.
Came in on the tail end as you were talking about her here, but definitely one that makes a little sense, and certainly is also going to be, I think, a thorn in the side of Kate's Princess early.
Yeah. Yeah, Dixie Mo is a little bit interesting too, for sure.
Yeah, I ended up thinking the 3 was very interesting in here just because of that pace scenario that looks to me like it's going to be pretty hot.
Yeah.
So I do worry a little bit for Kate's Princess with that, because when she doesn't get the lead, she tends to struggle.
Yeah.
And she looks to be faster. Not to mention, has figures that are higher than what everybody else has been putting up in here, and current form is perfect. But I thought that, especially now 1 to 5, that she was a little bit vulnerable.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. And sometimes horses can peak, and then at the end just be tired, after 4 big efforts in a row, maybe at the end of the meet, you get a little tired. You never know, that can be a real possibility.
Yeah. I mean, if she runs anywhere close to what she's been running, she romps. But, kind of similar to the last race, I thought that this was a horse that you could maybe get away with trying to beat.
Yeah.
And if anyone were to do it, to me, it's the 3.
Yeah.
Who is the second choice, was pretty highly regarded by the on-track handicappers.
Yep. And has the leading rider with him,
Yep. Gets a little bit of a cutback.
Yeah, Dixie Mo is an interesting one too, for sure. Second off the claim by Anderson.
Mm-hmm.
Then you get Antonio. Yeah.
Yeah, Anderson Barnes, but a little chilly this meet. But this horse has races that make her competitive. And another one who's cutting back a little bit from the 7 back to 6 furlongs, where last time she was there got beat just a neck by the 3.
Right. We never saw the Marvin Buffalo Bell Rope combination that seemed to win every last race last year.
Right. Oh, and check out the dam on the 6. Just a fun little. Anybody remember Cherry Blossom Miss?
Yes.
Raced out west, chased Zenyatta a lot.
Yes.
Did that mare.
Yes. Yep. Guaranteed pick 4 pool, $50,000. Nice thing to enter, and that's a great thing if you're out of the pick. If you're out of the pick 5, do your same ticket on the pick 4. Guaranteed $50,000. If you're confident in your ticket beforehand, why not just bring it back on the 4?
Exactly.
I think the pick 4 here is always a really good wager. It always pays well. It's a $1 wager and not a 20-cent wager. And then in addition to that, they have the guaranteed pools, and I just love the pick 4 here at Assiniboia.
Yeah. She only lost to Kate's Princess by a nose. Yeah. So 1 minute left here, which means you probably have 3-4 minutes left. But
so what's our bet here, guys? I wasn't around for the discussion.
Yeah, we haven't done that quite yet. What do you think, Tim?
I've got a little different thought this time. So, I mean, I definitely, I love the 2 on top. I think Kate's Princess is going to win. So I'm going to key the 2 on top. And then for my play, I love this, as I was mentioning, the 5 underneath. So I would play 2-5, and then with probably a couple of horses underneath of that, maybe 3 and 4, and then probably a 2 with the 3, 4, and then with the 5. If you see what I'm saying. So just kind of wheel both of those to where it's going to be 2 in first, and the 5 is going to finish second or third with the 3 and 4 behind.
Okay. Or do we try a key and see if the Assiniboia favorite jinx continues, and then someone beats her to the line, or or.
I'm up for anything.
Yeah. See.
Yeah, it's a tough call because, like I said, I do think that she's vulnerable in here, but I also don't think she's vulnerable enough that spending the money to play against her makes a ton of sense.
Yeah.
That's the kind of problem that I'm running into with her. I mean, I would want, what are the exactas paying? Because my thought is kind of key the 2 with the 3, 5, but I don't know if if it comes 2, 3, will that be worth betting?
Yeah. Right.
No, that's 3 for $1. So that's less than the $4 it'll cost you to do it like that. So that doesn't work. So you kind of just have to key Kate's Princess on top.
I think so too. What do you think, Tim? Or do you think that's if she gets beat? I mean,
I'll let you guys call it. I've kind of given my opinion. I don't think that Kate's Princess loses here. I really don't. But
you want to just do 2 over the 3, 4, 5, and like we did. I mean, I think
that works for me.
That works for me.
And the 5, the 5 is the one I like a lot. So at 10 to 1, I think there's definite value.
Let's do that. Yeah, let's do that.
Marco's talking about the 6 here. The thing about the 6 for me is that this horse has not raced at Assiniboia, has kind of been all over the place, and that's a really long layoff since January. Works don't look like anything out of the ordinary. I mean, got a great trainer in Buffalo.
And is a turf horse.
But yes, but I'm just gonna have to see one before the 6 is just a non-player for me. So
look at Frank Payne playing a pick 4 with singling. Daisy's a doozy.
So are we doing a try or an exacta there?
Try, right?
Try.
I don't think an exacta is worth it, or no?
No, I don't think an exacta is worth it, which is why I wanted to clarify.
Yeah, try. Yeah.
And then hope we get the 2-5 over something. And then
yeah.
Because the 2-5 right now is paying $16.90. So that's not horrible as compared to the 7 on the 3.
Yeah.
So key the 2 on top with the 3, 4, 5, and a $2 try for $12.
Yeah, there you go. And Rick Johnson's got 2 with 3 with 1, 4, 5, 6, and 2 with 4, 5, 6 with 3. Yeah. I would think this time the 2 should go to the lead. I would think. I don't think he can bring her back. You know what I'm saying? Like in terms of she doesn't seem like the 2 that really likes to rate. No.
And that's what scares me about Kate's Princess is she doesn't like to rate, and neither does the 5.
Yeah.
The 5 has never passed a horse.
Right. Yeah.
And Kate's Princess,
not much either.
Also, really hasn't passed a horse.
Yeah.
But we've seen a whole lot of horses here that look like they don't want to be behind horses. And with Whitehall up, he's going to put them behind horses because he runs better. And he knows his track as well as anyone.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Absolutely. That
TB Racing, how are you? Key exacta box 2, 3 with 1, 5. Okay.
All right.
There you go.
Best of luck. I think even this 1 could put some pressure on them.
Plus, I love that Kate is actually stretching out to 6 furlongs again. It's actually her best distance. I mean, she's got 12 races and she's got 8 first and second with 5 of those being wins.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
And everything this year has been basically 5.5. The first race was a 5, but everything's 5.5. So I think the 6 suits the horse a little better.
Yeah, and this was around the time last year that she did this. The tried a 6 furlong race, won by 4 1/4. And looks like she's better at age 8 than she was last year at age 7. So
Dan's got a 2, 3, 6 all try. Frank's got a 2, 4, 5 all. Did anyone and let us know in the chat here after watching the Pacific Classic, which does not scare me at all for the Breeders' Cup or the Jockey Club Gold Cup? Does it seem like more and more like Japan is coming into the great position where they actually just might take that classic and just absolutely
they should this year with the way things have been looking.
Man, I'll tell you right now, there's not a horse that's really scaring anybody in terms of
who is even Forever Young scared of.
Yeah, right. I don't
Eagle Express
in this right now.
Fierceness if he runs his race.
Yeah, if he does, he's probably the only one. If he runs his race, if they go straight from this race to the Breeders' Cup where he has his 8-9 weeks, then he could. He's the only horse.
And I think that's the plan, from what I've heard.
That is the plan. Yeah, okay. and that's what I'm saying. He'll get his weight back, and he'll be the only one I would fear. Sierra will not pass a horse. You know what I'm saying?
Dixie Mo now steps up and in.
Yeah, and Derma and Ushba all coming. I mean, this is.
I think Forever Young is the winner.
Yeah. Yellow Birdie.
The City of Troy. Hey, Alex, how are you? Yeah, he's right there. Yeah.
Social engagement to the outside. And now just waiting on the 2-5 favorite, Kate's Princess. They're all set. They're at the post. And they're off.
Bad break
Hopping
for
at
Kate's
the start
Princess.
Was Kate's Princess.
If she wins, she's
going to start off
better.
as the early trailer. Sharp like this. Shows early speed, but here comes Kate's Princess, who's going to try and make her move to the rail and get up and engage Sharp Likeness. 3 wide, Yellow Birdie right there. Dixie Mo watching the action from 4th. Eagle Express a length back in 5th. And the trailer Social Engagement. The opening quarter, 24 seconds.
Fast, and it's Princess not slow, but it's
now
not,
takes over as a leader by 2.
No one
Yellow
can go
Birdie
with her.
on
She's
the
just
outside, Sharp like this.
Here's my 2-5. Let's go.
Backing out
Come
of
on,
it.
2-5.
Dixie Mo getting
Hey
ready
there,
to roll. And
Keep
then
going,
Eagle
5.
Express. And
He's
the
at the corner, 5.
Stay there, 5. Stay there, 5. Come on. We want a, what do you call it? Yeah, come on. There we go.
Hey, 5.
Come on, 5. Stay there.
Good.
Stay there. Stay there. Stay
Hey,
there.
5.
Stay there.
We got it.
16th of a mile ago. The big favorite, Kate's Princess. She's going to get it done.
Easy.
Yellow Birdie
5
second.
yes.
Much the best.
Beautiful.
I
hammered that one.
Yeah, look at that. She
yeah.
blew the start and still,
I've got a $10 trifecta.
Well done.
The queen of ASD.
Yeah, she's in incredible form. Much the best there.
Yeah. And there again, where someone was able to say, "Oh, why didn't she win by 10?" Again, did not. He did everything he did. He knew exactly what he had, and he just got her to the line. It doesn't matter. You don't win points for lengths. You don't get more money for lengths. You know what I'm saying? Look at him. He's got her in an absolute hold.
Yeah. He looked between his legs 2 times.
He did. He saw what he had and just
plus remember he had to use her a little bit at the beginning, so he just wanted to let her coast at the end.
Yep.
Exactly.
Absolute. Yep.
So that'll pay nice, I think.
This will not
That's
pay
our
bad
best
at
case
all.
scenario.
And we have the other horse below, we have the 3 out,
I had 2-5 in the stable duel. I've got a $10 trifecta with 19-1 over 10-1 underneath.
Yep.
We'll take that all day. Baby.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I just did exactly what we did, 2, 5, 4, 3.
Sweetness.
Try should be okay, Marco. Yep. And
Yeah,
we got the 3 out. Yep. Which is
Exactly.
the best scenario.
Exactly. That's our best case scenario. Yeah, we'll have to see the stable duel. That'll move stable duel around a little bit because
Oh yeah.
Love to see it. Love to see it. See it.
That's 100 points for me.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Well, 100 plus.
Yeah.
see how things shake out.
Oh yeah, 515.
Oh wow.
$515 for my $10 truck.
Beautiful.
All right.
And we're up again.
Sweetness.
Absolutely. Let's see here. Wait for those payouts to pop up here. There we go.
Yeah. Look at that. $10.30 for 20 cents. Are you
Yeah,
kidding?
we had it for $2, so
Yeah.
we had 103.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Nice job, everybody. Winning on Monday night.
Love it.
Love it, love it, love it.
That
Yeah.
makes up for
Those first
more
couple.
than doubles what I lost at Saratoga today
Love
Love
it.
to see it.
and Woodbine.
Yeah, I know.
Now we're winning. Gotta love that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Love it. Yep.
Marco, I got back 515 for my personal bet. We're talking about the lounge bet. I bet it for 10. The lounge, we made a $2 bet for the lounge.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. And as we always say, folks, whatever, exactly. For you, if it's 20 cents, if it's $2, it's what you can afford and what you want to play. There's no wrong play. You know what I'm saying? If you got it for 20, 50 cents, great. If you got it for $10, like $10, fantastic. You know, Zach, it's all good. You know, you do what you do, you know?
Yep. And that's what we love about Assiniboia and the flexibility there
Yeah.
with that.
Yeah. So today's favorites are 2 and 2 and have closed 1 to 9, 6 to 5, 3 to 5, and 1 to 5.
And despite that, I mean, you look at Kate's Princess being an overwhelming favorite, and we got back $100 on a $2 try, and I made, 500. So when people say you can't make money at this track with all of these short fields and overwhelming favorites, I disagree.
Yeah, no, you're not playing it right if you're not making money.
Yeah, yeah. Frank is crushing it.
Another one for 2. What did that pick 3 pay?
Love to see it.
Nice little another $41 there for you. Love it. Great job.
Yeah, City of Troy is definitely the wild card of the classic.
Yeah,
you know?
I think it'll be a really fun race. A really fun
It's gonna be.
race.
I think it's gonna be a blast. You know, exactly. You know.
Yeah, I mean, people were talking about every year, people are always saying, "Oh, this is a weak group of 3-year-olds." Blah 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 blah. But it's a weak group of older horses.
Yeah.
So now you're hearing people talking about how deep the 3-year-olds are and how the 3-year-olds are really the horses to beat into the late season races like the Classic.
Absolutely. And who knows if they had enough defections. I'm just saying if they had a couple like 2-3 defections with like 2 of the Japanese horses don't make it, does Kenny McPeak decide to try one more time? I'm saying if the field's weak, you know what I'm saying, and you lose horses, I think he'll keep her in the distaff. But I'm saying, but he'll keep an eye out if he loses some, you know.
Yeah, I could definitely see her being cross-nominated
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, you know.
Maybe cross entered, probably not.
He did the smart thing right away by saying cotillion distaff. You know what I'm saying? That way, I didn't lie to you. I told you this is the course, but if things change, you know, things change, you know?
Exactly. Well, Frank's also in first in the $30 stable duel game.
Good job,
Fantastic.
Frank.
Just tearing it up tonight.
Love it. Tearing it up.
Need to get
Sheets, how are you, my friend?
YouTube
Sheets was on fire the other night.
Pro or whatever it is, I guess. Get ads out of here.
Yeah, so we have 5 minutes. Is it me, knock on wood? They're going pretty. Yeah, I'm not going to say it. Yeah, so on to race 5. Yep, exactly. Yep. Yeah. On to race 5. Here we go. Yeah, 6
9 minutes.
longs. And another big 2 to 5 favorite here on Emma Star.
Definitely looks like the horse to beat.
Yeah.
But the kind of inconsistent type that are you really wanting to take 2 to 5 on Ama's Star?
Especially with a trainer who's 2 for 38. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
And of course, I have a horse with a trainer who's 1 for 29 that I think.
Right. But I'm saying, but you're in the same ballpark, you know?
Exactly. Yeah, and I mean, again, this is another one where figures on average, make sense.
Yeah.
Yep, someone dropped for 10 on Kate's Princess, which why wouldn't you?
Yeah, absolutely.
And that is Maria Stanford, who's 1 for 29 at the meet. So maybe, I mean, you gotta get your win. You're gonna get it with Kate.
Yeah, absolutely. Notice last week, by the way, I thought it was very interesting. All week last week we had 7 furlongs, 7.5 miles, 16. Now we're basically we're first day at Woodbine here with all the sprints. You know, like there's all sprints tonight except for 1-7. You know, no 2-turn ones really tonight except for 1.
But yeah, I thought that the 2 made some sense in here. Horse is, going from a 17% barn to a 3% barn, maybe a little bit of a question mark. Trainer is 1 for 8 first with first time in the barn.
Yeah.
Gets Stevenson on, but this is a horse that I feel like gets, at least last year, kind of got a little bit better later in the meet.
Yeah.
And so I'm hoping, it's a long shot pick that I'm trying to get too cute with.
Sure.
But those 2 September races from last year, those fit here, and went into those off of 2 pretty abysmal races in August.
Yeah.
And it is coming out of 2 pretty awful races. So I just thought the 2 was a little bit interesting here as a horse who might be able to do something a little bit. The 3 is another one who makes some sense, but the step up in class there kind of worried me with that horse. But the only other one who has some speed figures that kind of fit with Ama's Star. What were you thinking, Sean?
Well, the interesting I like here about the 3, if you're a 3 fan, right? She's a filly, so she gets weight, right? So if you look at her 41, I mean, she's had a 5 by her last time and a 26, so she hasn't been running great, but she did a 41 and a 39 earlier this year. She drops 10 pounds, which I think is a big help for her,
And she's a little girl. Look at her there on the.
She is, yeah, exactly. But she does drop 10 pounds, which I think is really, in this field of I don't know how to say it, inconsistency, that could be huge. That could be the difference, and so I think she gets Knights, who's been riding, as we said, much better. Terry Cole hasn't started many horses, but at least has 2 out of 5 in the money. The horse is 4 for 7 in the money at Assiniboia, so at least it's shown that, But so I was 4, 3, and 5.
And there was a change there on the 3 to Dawkins, which I believe changes the weight as well. I can double check
that's that. A big change. Okay.
Give me 1 second and I will confirm.
There's Dane Dawkins. Okay, yep, it's coming up right here. Let's see here. Is there any weight change?
Race 5. 109 changed to 114.
Okay, so 114.
Oh, wait. That was at 11:34. At 8:15, 114 changed to 119.
Oh, dear. So it's full now. Okay. See
so
now.
Much for that angle, but
see, so now that angle's gone, and that makes a difference. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That weight is gone. You know. Now we have a couple of people there that are nicely dressed with the 3, so that's a good thing.
It is. I mean,
but no, I think the 4 is the horse to beat on the record. I don't know even what the 1 is a 5-1. I don't even know what far. I know what like CPW is and all that stuff, but
that's North Dakota, isn't it?
Yeah, it is North Dakota. Yeah. So I mean, how do you judge on that one? You know what I'm saying? But
right.
But yeah, the other horses, the numbers are just not even close to what if the 4 runs a race. She's just gonna, on numbers wise, she's just gonna blow this field out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know,
definitely. Tim?
Yeah, I don't think any of these horses are competing with Amastar in here. And Sean saw exactly what I saw on 3. So being a filly, she gets 5 pounds, and then she had an apprentice and she was getting another 5. So now that they've had the change over to Dawkins, which one thing that I absolutely loved was Rashad Knight's. I don't like Dawkins near as much as Knight, and I don't like that she's not getting the extra 5. She still got 5 pounds, but the 10 was going to be a big difference. So for that reason, I had them in the same order Sean did, but when I saw the change, it's like I went directly to the 5. So,
I would change 4, 5, 3 just like Tim did without that change.
Yeah, so I think in this case I'm going to go 4, 5, and then the 3. I could see the 2 a little bit, maybe even finishing ahead of the 3. But so it could be 4, 5, and 2. So I would play 4, 5, and those 2, 2, 3. That would be my picks. But yeah, I definitely think, you know, I don't think you even need to talk about on top. Amastar's a standout here to me.
No, exactly. And here's a race. If you, as you guys said, you like the next race, like if you have like a bits of lemon drop or something, like a daily double or something. I'm just saying, but it's that's a tough race. But
that next race, I liked 6 horses in there.
Yeah,
and there's 7 in the field.
Yeah,
that was a tough one for me. Do we want to just do another tri-key box 4 with a 2, 3, 5?
That's not bad. What do you think, Tim?
I don't know if, I mean, the prices are not as, you know, they're a little more spread out.
Yeah.
Compared to what we got last time.
So I'm a little worried about, you know, I don't know what to do with the 1. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know what type of runner, you know?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what they are. You know, there's no.
Hasn't done anything in those races.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Right. Yeah.
And I think that those races are worse. I think this is a step up in class.
Yeah.
For the 1.
And I also think the 1 hole is not the place to be at all. So I just don't think, you know.
Exactly.
Yeah. And I mean,
I until it's broke, you know what I'm saying? 4, 2, 3 over the 2, 3, 5 may not be a bad play. Do you think, Tim?
Well, I mean, I think we're in a little different situation than last race from a payout perspective, because the money is spread a lot more even.
Exactly.
The last race we had that opportunity because the 1 exacta, which we actually avoided, but with that horse finishing completely out of the money, that one was taking substantially more money than the others, and here it's more spread. Now. The try could still pay, especially if we get the 3 out of there, which I think we will, because the 4-3 is still your lowest exacta. So I think it's worth a shot, because if we can get the 4 with the 5-2 maybe, and or maybe even the 3 for third, then it's going to pay a little bit more. So I'm all for it, and we got the bankroll for it. So we're in good shape.
Yeah. That's what I say.
What's up, Formula?
What's up, Formula?
Yeah, that was my concern, was you're not getting, you know, a 19-1 and a 12 13 to 1 underneath this time. So it's not we're not gonna get that $100
Right.
payout
Because,
with this one.
right. Because in the last race, we had a clear favorite, but we also had a clear second favorite that was just getting hammered in the exactable.
Exactly. And being able to get away from that here, it's a lot more spread out. So the money's not going to be
which still isn't horrible. So I jumped up to 13th place in the, or excuse me, 21st place in the free game. So
right. I'm sure I just dropped. Yeah.
Sean's still in 9th. Smurf of the Turf in 10th. Keith's in 11th. They're all right there. Hawkstone 16th.
Normally going to drop from here, I do believe. Right above Papa's picks for now, though.
Yeah, there you go. But you're right there, though. Yeah, see, I have one more horse left, so I'm in trouble.
Same, exactly. I've got a long shot in the 6th race.
Well, I've got Almastar here, so we're in good shape there. And then I got Bits of Lemon Drop in the next.
Yeah, I needed a win at the end to be.
Smurf of the Turf is out of horses.
Yeah, out of horses. Yep.
Keith is in a good position because he's sitting in 11th. He still has 4 horses.
Yes, exactly. Yep.
Payne's picks in 6th.
I was about to say Frank is currently in 6th in the free game. He's got 2 horses.
By the way, I was I don't know if I told you, Jess, I was telling Tim that Tricari's next race will be the Keeneland Mile on the 5th.
All right.
Yep. Of October.
All right. So good news here is that we are getting that scenario with the 4-3 now. So the 4-3 is down to $6 and the 2 and the 5 are both sitting around 18.
Nice. Okay.
So we're getting into a better position if we can get the 4 on top and get that 3 out.
Which I think is very reasonable to expect.
I do too. I mean, a filly against the boys and, is not getting the extra weight break. And I don't like Dawkins near as much as I like Rashad Knights.
Mm-hmm.
And it just makes me question why he's off that horse.
Yeah.
Because he's here and he's not riding anything else in this race.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very, very curious. Trainer on this horse.
Yeah,
See, Mitchell, you're in 67th, but you got 5 horses left, so you never know. You can jump very high with a couple of nice 100-point or wins.
Mm-hmm.
Dan said 2 is quite interesting. I included the 2 with the 4 and the multis, but pressed the 4. Okay.
I also have the 2 and a little second leg of a little pick 3 here. So
yeah.
Just for 80 cents through a little bit in there. But I thought we could go 2-2-2 here in this 4th, 5th, and 6th race. So 4 is tough to beat, but see if we can make a little money with him on top. Mitchell's also on a star with Keystone Cash.
Yeah.
In stable duel, I presume.
Yeah.
So you could get some points. Amastar is the kind of horse who could win this by some lengths.
And thank you. Almost 300 people joining us tonight.
Thank you all.
Thank you so much, everybody, for joining us.
We absolutely appreciate it. And if you're watching on Twitter, drop a like on that tweet as well.
Yeah, that'd be great. Yep, thank you.
Again, just helps us with reach.
Yep.
Let me get the...
Jackie's Thunder ready to go in. Just 2 left to load. On the outside, 11 9th Street. And just waiting on the 3 to 5 favorite, I'm a Star. They're all set. They're at the post.
Let him out.
And they're off.
4 got a good jump.
Yep.
I'm a Star away well with Baby Yada. To the inside, showing a little speed. 3 wide, 11th, 9th Street. Jockey's Thunder settled in 4th. And it's going to be Keystone
Whitehall's going to
Cash
run away and hide.
and Kavor,
Yeah.
the early trailer. I'm a
So
Star.
much worse right now. Is trying to keep her
Now
from.
opens up the
keep her
lead
from running off.
by 4 lengths. On the outside, 11th and 9th Street. And then Baby Yada moving up from 3rd. Trying to get going. Keystone Cash on the rail. Jackie's Thunder and Kavor still the trailer. 24 and 2, and I'm a Star.
Need our underneath
Has
horses to get
now
moving,
opened
though.
up the advantage to about 7. And pouring it on the half and 48. They hit the head of the lane, and I'm a Star trying to secure the lead, still up by 6, 11th, 9th Street. In an all-out drive from 2nd, a late rally from Jackie's Thunder, but this is all I'm a Star, who's going to win by 6. 11th, 9th Street in 2nd.
Wow, 6
Third's going to go to
Wow.
Jackie's
Yeah, I
Thunder, and 4th.
Did not think that horse could get over the dirt at all.
Nope.
Even moves like a turf horse with that really high knee action on the
Yeah.
sides.
No, so, who was it? Someone like that.
Yeah,
6?
someone was talking about that horse.
Yeah,
Good
yeah,
call.
very good. Yeah,
Go back and see if I can
yeah. Someone's really like
find out
that.
who that
6.
was. I hope you did something with it because
Yes, nice, very nice call.
Dan has a 2, 3, 6
Marco,
ball
I think
try.
Marco liked the 6.
I will tell you, here's the thing. Somebody absolutely hammered that 4-6 exacta late because I was watching the exactas.
Number 4,
And
I'm a
the
Star.
4-5 was
Adds a
the
race
second
winner.
lowest behind that
Second goes
4-3
to
at
number
$5.
6,
The 5 was
11th, 9th
$11.80.
Street.
The 6 went off paying $11.90.
Wow.
So somebody absolutely hammered the 4-6
Yeah.
late because
Wow.
it was paying like 20 something.
Wow.
Was
Yeah.
it Neil? Yeah, Neil had a 2. Okay, a 2-4-3 try box. Okay, let's see here. Yeah. Oh, maybe the 6 was the last race. I don't know. Bobby had a 4-6 with 1-5. Oh no! Did you box? Oh.
Oh, you had 1 and 5 on the bottom.
Oh no! But he had 4 and 6 on top of
Oh,
1 and
with
5.
5 underneath.
Did,
oh,
did
no.
you box it, Bobby? Hopefully.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Faves 3 and 2. Odds on favorites are 3 and 0 on the night.
yeah. Wow, Marco's alive to the 2, 3, 5, and 6 in race 6. Nice job, Marco.
Yeah, that's a brutal one, Bobby.
Oh, Bobby. Oh, and he had all 4 too. Oh, he had the 4 in the right order too.
Perfecta horses going.
Oh. Crazy.
Oops, I forgot to keep the bankroll rolling.
Still way ahead though. Still way ahead.
Yeah, we're still feeling good on
Yeah,
the night.
the 151's with this current bet. So
Yep, that's with this
Yeah.
included.
So we're still doing just fine here in the
Doing just all right. Hanging
Monday
in
Night
there.
Lights.
Well, I've still got 150% of our original bankroll.
Am a Star. Dominates. Yeah. Is that Frank still alive with that? Zach, he's got the single in the last race
Oof.
with Daisy's a doozy.
My pick 4 is still alive.
Yeah, there you go.
I got bits of lemon drop here, but I do not have Daisy.
There you go. Yeah.
Marco's got 2, 3, 5, 6 in this next race.
Nice, exactly. On to race 6 we go.
Unbelievable. Right now, early money from it off a 10-1 morning line.
Yeah.
This lemon drop is the favorite at 5-2.
He's moving the needle. Whitehall.
All right, $4.03 for 20 cents on that try.
$4.03.
$20 try for $1.
Yeah. Wow. That exacta really came down.
Mm-hmm. Jeez.
Crazy.
Someone knew something there.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's brutal, honestly.
I mean, good Lord. That was way up in like the 20s and 30s, and then it came down to 11. That's a major hit.
Right.
Yes. Somebody hammered it.
Jeez. Someone's a happy camper. Exactly. Yeah, as soon as the 4 got the lead, you knew that race was done.
I mean, right here, he's trying to just keep him from bolting off.
Yeah.
It's so much worse. Very, very easy win.
And notice who got out last was the 3, which basically handed it to him on a silver platter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because the 3 in the back, I thought the 3 might be the one who could maybe pressure him just a little bit, but once the 3 was out, it was all over but the shouting.
So that should jump me up again.
Yeah, with Amastar, you got some good points there.
Yeah.
You have Amastar and Kate's Princess tonight.
Yeah.
You're feeling all right.
Done well. Yeah. You've done well.
So that was probably going to be like 66, 67.
Here's my 1 horse left.
Yeah, I've got the 1 in here who I don't think is going to make me enough points.
I have the 2. But
yeah, 2
I
does
have
look like
it's a lemon drop. This is my last horse.
Yeah.
So if I can get another first here, we'll feel all right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, with 4. Yeah. And this race is an interesting one.
This race was inscrutable to me, honestly.
Yes. Okay, yeah.
The greatest thing about it is that I think that now these last couple of races, there can be some money made.
Yeah, absolutely. If you're right, I think you get paid in these last 2.
Yeah. This race was interesting to me because I was kind of looking immediately at the 2 and the 4, who were, and again, in the last race, Tim kind of pointed on it in the race where we had the 3 and the right, and the 3 beat the 4, right? Mm-hmm. This is a case here where you have the Shine Bino versus Boodhoo, who's 1 for 35. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Do I really want a jockey at 5-2 that's 1 for 35? Now, if he's the best horse, he can probably get him home. Absolutely. I wouldn't be shocked if this horse still won, right? But if you're looking at the 2 favorites trying to separate them, you go from J.R. Patterson to Bino. You know what I'm saying? That's a big step up, Mm-hmm. So I thought that was interesting. Now, interesting with 2 races ago, the 2 came from behind, and then today, the 2 and the last time the 2 tried to take it from the lead. So a little versatility here, but So
and I think.
Go ahead.
I think last time with that race, the 2 proved that he figured out where he wants to be level wise.
Yeah. So I was 2, 3, and what was I? 2, 3, 7.
Fair, yeah. Sugar Daddy Jack has that back class to kind of draw on, dropping down now here. Yeah. And makes sense, the drop. Hasn't really done a whole lot this year, so hoping they can wake up here, dropping down to the 62.50 level. Yeah. And yeah, the interesting thing to me about the 2 and the 4 is they're kind of very similar horses, but they're at different points in their trajectory.
Right.
The 4 is kind of coming into this race the way the 2 came into his last race.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's a little bit of an interesting dynamic between them to me.
Yeah.
I do think the 2 is very easily the preferred horse.
Yeah.
Of the 2 of them, and the odds are showing that right now.
Mm.
I thought it was interesting, even though Wendy Anderson is 8% on the year, she's 28% when Bino gets aboard. And as you were saying, pointing out the difference in the jockeys on the 2 and the 4. So I liked the 2 in here. As a horse who figures wise is fairly consistent. So you kind of just know what you're going to get from the 2, has that versatility, like Sean pointed out.
Yeah.
But then I thought the 1 was a little interesting in here. Another one who was just beaten half a length by the 2 last time out.
Yeah.
Should be close to the lead in a race where there's a few horses with some early foot, but no real dedicated speed like we've seen in a lot of these races so far tonight.
Right.
So I thought the 1 could get a decent little trip, gets the weight break with Knights aboard. So I was 2-1-4 in here, but I could also see the case absolutely for a horse like Bits of Lemon Drop, for a horse like Sugar Daddy Jack, or even Guaranteed Delivery, who is another one who was right there in that Diamond Concerto race on the 19th of August. So this was a tough race for me to have a strong opinion in. Did you have a strong opinion, Tim?
Well, you know I did. Sean, what kind of condition are we talking about here?
Non-winners or 2.
Of course. I mean, so look, I took Bits of Lemon Drop in Stable Duel, not just because it was value. I just think that this horse has been wanting to go 7 furlongs. We're going 2 turns. Sean knows that Whitehall is much better at 2 than he is at 1. This horse has been doing 1 turn with Whitehall up, second. And Jessica, I am so disappointed. Look, I couldn't get a Hawkstone, so I've got a Hearthstone stable. So it's like, but it's like it's close enough.
Red's pretty close.
And I the 2 for all the reasons that Sean talked about. But here's the interesting thing is I do have the 1 in third. I don't like the 4 at all here. And if the 4 was going to be 6-5, I like the 4 even less. But I was completely fading the 4. Yes, the 4 is dropping down, but Sean and I talk about this a lot, and that is that I still need to see something, and the horse just hasn't shown a lot. And I just could wake up here and could be right there, but I'm going to play against. And the inside horses on the 2 turns I like. And I'm going to go 3-2-1. I think that those 3 horses, the thing about the 1 in addition here is with Rashad up getting the 5 pounds. I think that's meaningful here. I just think that this is a horse that's going to hang around for a piece here.
I totally agree.
It's definitely going to be the speed, because here's the thing. There's no speed in this race.
Yeah,
exactly.
Where's it come from if it's not the 1?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And even though, everybody else is going to be further back, it's going to be the 1 on the lead. I'm pretty sure. And, maybe gets loose and could even be better than third. But I think the other horses are good enough, the 3 and the 2, to where they're going to be closing up late. And I just think it's those 3 horses and could be in any order. I mean, maybe it's a box situation with the 1, 2, and 3, but I love those 3 horses more than everybody else. The 7 was another one here, Sean, that, yes, dropped down, stakes in the last one, the allowance races, but still just hasn't really shown a lot. Has been running against better. I mean, was in all those McCaig Del Vecchio races, but again, here we are again. Dawkins, I'm just not a fan. And, between Dawkins on that one and Badu on the 4, I'm going to go inside and try to beat him. Yeah.
I'm perfectly comfortable fading the 4 in here as well.
And Neil, exactly what I'm talking about, Neil. That's exactly it. 1, 2, 3 try box. I like it.
Yeah. And Bobby D has gotten smart. Exacta box 2716 now. And now, this is interesting. My theory here that worked in the other race, when I said the 3 had the nice looking people dressed up in the thing, right? The 2 has some nicely dressed people in their in their state. They just had 3 or 4 people standing at the barn there, nicely dressed. So I don't know if that means anything, but they think they might run a good race. Exactly.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take back one thing I said.
What's that?
You know, I said the 7 was clearly dropping down in class here and has been running against much better. And I was going to fade the horse, but the 7 looks like $1 million in the paddock.
He does, yeah. And 9, he's gone from 8 to 1 to 9 to 2. So
yeah, looks really good.
I agree with you about the 5 being interesting here.
yeah,
Frank loves the distance, I think.
yeah, exactly.
Those last 3 races, a repeat of that last race, again, was beaten half a length, 3/4 of a length by the favorite in here last time out.
Right.
You're getting 8 to 1 right now on guaranteed delivery. So that's a horse that I do think is interesting. I'm on board with going inside 3 in here.
Yeah. The interesting about guaranteed delivery, he's not Swift delivery, and he's not owned by Travis Kelce. So he's kind of like he's the forgotten delivery horse.
John, don't make me put you on mute.
But he ran a damn good second in his first stakes race at Woodbine. So only improving.
Ready to go out there. He's not sleepy time tonight.
No. Yeah. So we have the horses coming out into the track. Looks like another solid crowd out there on their Labor Day. It's LABOUR Day. Labor Day.
314 people tuning in.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you. And to the person who loved our show, thank you.
The one thing I will say though is we're sitting down at very few likes on YouTube, and I know a lot of people are watching on X. But if you could click that link and run over to YouTube and give us a quick like, we'd really appreciate it.
Yeah, be great. Yep.
Yes, that gives us a
Thank
lot
you.
of
Everyone
help.
as always. Yep.
There's a few just went 29, 30, just as I was saying that. So thank you
guys
for
are the
that.
best. Thank you.
Yeah, Dan, that's the thing for me is Chow is just like, he is just cold this year.
Mm-hmm.
Smash the like button. Thank you, Frank.
Smash it.
Conti.
Whatever verb you'd like.
Yeah.
Delicately.
So how are we going to bet this race, guys? I want little to no input here. I like the 1 and the 2. Those are the 2 horses I want to use, and that's all I've got for you.
Should we do maybe not. I was gonna say like a try key with a 3. Do you like the 3, Tim? Is that
Well, that Sean, you're thinking exactly what I was thinking, because it's like, but who make sure we key the right horse. I love the 3. Do you guys both like the 3? I mean, is that the horse?
I think he's definitely going to be in it.
I do too.
Whitehall going 2 turns.
I do too. And at 4 to 1, I would love to have that one be a piece. And I love that the 1 is sitting at 12 to 1.
Yeah, that's
even right now, 2 to 1 on the 2 is the favorite is not horrible.
Yeah.
But
Now, do we exactly? So the question is, do we chuck like the 4 and put in the 7? You know what I'm saying? Do like a try key, like a key 3 with the 1, 2, 7.
Yeah, I would be okay getting rid of the 4 in here.
Yeah.
I do worry a little bit about the speed.
3 with the 1, 2, 7. What do we want to play it for? Every buck is 18. So
it's like 2.
We can play it for a couple for 36. We got bankroll.
No, man, do it for 1.
Let's do it for 1.
Do it for 1. Yeah,
do that.
I like 1.
$18.
Yeah, especially because we want to have our group kind of. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And if you got more and you're doing well, play it for 2. You know what I'm saying? We're being smart. We got 2
3 with
races
the 1, 2,
left.
7.
Yep, 3 with the 1, 2, 7. Yep.
Key box.
Key box.
Perfect.
I like that.
I do too.
Mitchell's up to 35th with 3 horses left.
See, you're making your way up.
Making your way up, Mitchell.
I jumped up to 13th.
Riders up in their usual stalking position in the back. Moving up.
I'm a closer, John. I'm not
He's a closer. He's a closer. Yep.
In first place is Payne's Picks, though.
And now, you know what? This makes sense now. Tim is always the closer. That's why he struggles at Del Mar.
Yes.
He's always 5 lengths off the lead.
Yes. That would be me.
Zero minutes to post here.
But we're in September now. We are only a month out to Keeneland.
It is amazing, isn't it?
Right.
Gotta love it. My favorite track.
Yeah. And now, by the way, that they're what do you call it? So there is a rumor that they might be having a couple of horse races on the moon, and they're going to bring up 7 Oscar performance babies because they can basically run on anything. So exactly. So
why not zero gravity? Love it.
Good job, Frank. Frank's in first in 3 of the 4 stable duel games.
Good job, Frank. That is awesome, bud.
That's a fantastic day.
Yeah. That Oscar baby on the first day, on the Thursday, won really impressively. And then yesterday,
I had that one. I loved it.
Yeah.
You know, John, though, you saw it. I think you said something on I think it was Saturday, and it was like there was one horse that I kept looking at, and I put it in my stable, and then I went and I took it out.
Yeah.
And it was,
well, I had him across, but I don't. Well, one of our colleagues who shall remain nameless, Colin, said basically the first timers never win.
Yes.
So I said, oh, I don't know if, and you never do know, by the way, if a first timer is going to like it or not.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? But we're all geniuses after the race. But
right.
So I bet him across, which is smart. But 9-1 was a gift. But
right.
Man, and is there any hotter combo in the country right now than Brendan Walsh and Luan Machado? Anything they get together, just good Lord, bet it. You know what I'm saying? But
right.
And then his baby won yesterday again. Oscar performed it began with a D. Ran very impressively. Declan, it was Declan and somebody else. The Oscar performance baby just dominated yesterday at Kentucky Downs.
And actually, Sean, I had that one. I was actually talking about another one, and you'll know this because you said something on Saturday about me not having the horse because I put him in my stable duel and then I took him out, and it was Ian Wilkes and BJ Hernandez, and they won at a price.
I know. Ian Wilkes. I'm like, your boy, exactly.
But yes, Joe Sharp is absolutely killing it.
Yes, he is. He's doing, and Frankie's loving that place.
Yes.
Frankie's like, why didn't I come here like 20 years ago?
Well, the course, the way it lays out, he's used to that. That's right up his alley.
Yeah.
Oh, forgot my sound.
That's why I always use Declan and Cannon, because he's so used to that from being at home,
No, come on, Sugar Daddy Jack.
Sugar Daddy Jack getting a little extra help from the gate crew. And a great job by them. They're at the post. And they're off.
A little off balance there.
From the inside, Contea. It's hard hustle to get the early lead. But Lucky Appeal also has eyes on the front end. And these two set to do some early battling. Settle back in third, guaranteed delivery. Sugar Daddy Jack, fourth on the outside.
They're going out
then
there.
It's Bits of Lemon Drop
inside
in fifth.
Ding-dong
3
battle.
more back to Diamond
Not that
Concerto.
quick, though.
And Woke Joke can see them all.
But around
About
2
14
turns,
off the lead. The opening quarter, a rather quick 25
2
seconds.
turns.
And it's Conte
Jesus,
and
this
Lucky
is a match
Uphill.
race.
Yeah,
who
they're
have
coming
opened
back.
up a lead
This
of
is
8
Frosted and
lengths
Pharaoh
on
here.
guaranteed
They're already
delivery in
closing the gap.
third. Bit to
Here
lemon
comes the
drop,
3 up
moving
the
up
rail.
in fourth. Sugar Daddy Jack.
You need that 4 to
Diamond
pay, though.
Concerto going 4 wide, and the trailer still
Here they
won't
come.
jump the half. 47
I need this score to get
3.
tired.
Lucky
Yeah, get tired,
Appeal and Conte. These
Get
two
tired,
are going to
4.
hit the head of the lane, but Lucky Appeal now takes over and opens up by 3. A late rally on the far
3.
outside.
3.
Here comes
Come on, Antonio.
Diamond Concerto.
That 4 is going to kill us, though.
The strides are shortening. Diamond Concerto is absolutely flying. These two coming to the wire, and its nose is on the wire.
Yeah.
Between Diamond
That 4,
Concerto and Lucky Appeal.
That's okay.
Third is going to go to Sugar Daddy Jack. A blanket photo for fourth.
Wow.
great race from the 4. Honestly, ran better than
That,
was
better than I
expected, I
thought,
think.
especially with all the he did with the 1, you know?
Yeah, no, and that was kind of I expected the 4 to sit just off the 1.
Yeah.
But went with them, and the 1 didn't like that. Did not take that well. And the 4 went on with it very well.
Ran a damn game racing defeat, yeah. I think the 2 did get it, didn't you, or no?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was definitely 2-4-7.
All right. So at least I end my night with a win. There you go. Sorry, Frank. That means I got to root against Daisy's a doozy. No, only kidding. Only kidding. I would never root against Daisy's a doozy. No way. That was close. In this day and age, the fact that a lot of tracks can't put the camera right on the line, they have to have that side angle, you know, it makes it tough. 2, there you go. Diamond Concerto.
Wow, the 3 didn't even get in the top 5.
Wow. Two, 4, 7, 5, 3.
I did think the 1 would hang in there a little bit better.
Me too, yeah. Marco's alive to the 1, 4, and 7 in the pick 5. Nice
All
job,
right.
Marco. Bring that baby home. We got 1 race left.
All right. All righty. Another race coming up here that looks kind of similarly little tricky.
Yeah. This is an update, by the way, for all those people that are interested. With 4 minutes and 29 seconds left, Boston College 28, Florida State 13. They're now going 0-2.
Oops, I forgot to take our 18
Woo.
off of that 151.
Yeah, Eagles.
Yeah.
33.
We have no odds in the last race, which means
Does that mean everybody wins or nobody
that
wins?
means everybody wins. It's an all, which means exactly everyone gets 60 points. No, wait a minute, I don't want that.
No, you don't want everyone to get 60 points.
Yeah, exactly.
Has the stable duel updated?
Yeah,
Take a
I'm
look
not.
at
Yeah, I don't think so.
the most recent click. There we go. 4. Is it still in the morning line? That's the morning line. Haven't gotten our first click yet. Keith sitting up there in third.
Yeah, nice job, Keith.
I mean, he's got 2 in this last race. So
yeah, very dangerous.
we'll see how things still hasn't updated for the 6th, but definitely some interesting. And it's the 1 Flying First Class who opens up favorite.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And interesting,
I looked at that horse a little bit, but I noticed, I thought it was interesting that Elton Dickey is only 6% from 17 starters off the claim.
Yeah.
And for a 29% barn, that was pretty noteworthy to me. So I decided to give this horse a start.
Yeah.
Could absolutely prove me wrong, but
no, absolutely.
I thought the 2 was interesting in here. Daisy's a doozy. She's figured out what the game is. She's figured out what her job is and what she's supposed to be doing out here is the horse to beat.
Big time, yes.
Without a doubt. But Danzig's Star Storm was beaten 2.5 lengths by Daisy's a doozy last time out.
Yeah.
And I thought there was a little bit more pace this time.
A little bit more, yeah.
I think that the 1 will probably have some speed. I think the 3 is probably the quickest.
Yeah, 3 has some speed. Yeah,
they're both pretty quick. Yeah. And then Daisy's a doozy, wants to be fairly close, and even the 6 has a little bit of early foot. So I thought again, it didn't work out earlier with Kate's Princess, but I thought that maybe Daisy's a doozy gets a little softened up. Unlike Kate's Princess, this horse has proven that she can pass horses and close.
Yeah.
Go back last year, she had a nice closing effort in a maiden special weight where she made up over 7 lengths to get beaten a neck.
Even the 5 is, interesting,
Yeah.
I mean, in terms of speed,
has some races. If you take out those last 2, that maiden win was nearly gate to wire.
Yeah.
So, and that's where I thought the 2 could get the trip.
Yeah.
In here.
Yeah.
And kind of woke up last time on the drop. So second time in the level.
Yeah.
Was there how did you see this race, Tim?
Well, I'm gonna play against the favorites on top because I just think that there's a lot of speed in here. Yeah. I think the 1 wants to be on the lead. I think the 3 might want to be on the lead. Daisy's a doozy wants to be on the lead, and then the 6 is probably, I think, going to sit just off of that. The interesting 2 to me in here were the 5, which Sean just mentioned.
Yeah.
I think Awareness Autism is a horse that is going to be closing with Chow up. And I think that this horse, 3rd off a claim for the Delaron barn, dropping down way down from that allowance class race against Olive's Candy last time out. This is definitely a better level. But I like Baudry getting on this 6. The 6 horse is one who first time at Assiniboia, obviously had been racing different tracks, but goes back even to fairgrounds. And so this is a horse that last time out, I was watching this horse. The horse was just off the lead. I think maybe figuring the track out. I like Baudry getting up over Stevenson the last time out.
It's a big switch, yeah.
And I just think that the race may set up. I think the 6 sets off of that. Baudry is riding really well this year. And I think this is a horse at a price that could potentially be right there. And I say at a price, 21 morning line is now 5-1. But I like 5 and 6 based on the fact that they're closing. 7 was another one that I thought was interesting. The only thing I don't like about the 7 is I've been playing against Paris like every week. And it's just like, 10 pounds, but still hasn't done much.
Yeah.
1 for 41 is not inspiring.
No.
Looks like that 1 did come from Delaron, though.
Yes.
Just look at the jockey trainer stats.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm not totally opposed to the 1. I liked the 1 until I started, especially when I first started looking at it, until I saw how much speed was in the race. I think that there are several horses that are going to be ding-donging up front. And I don't see anyone to me that stands out as like speed of the speed, like in the last race that just runs away from everybody else.
Right.
I don't think Daisy's a doozy is that much better than, even the one. I just think that they could both get out on out front and tire each other out. So.
Yeah.
The more I look, the more I didn't pay as much attention on my first pass through the race. The more I am liking the 7. Definitely.
Yeah.
Coming in off a maiden special weight victory.
Yeah, I like the form. It's just
even
though that's the one win for Paris on this horse and has definitely been up every time, but
the figure isn't quick enough compared to horses like the
and first time against winners is always the biggest step up. So
yeah, absolutely. I do love that they're coming back for 5,000. I think that's a really smart move with this horse, especially considering the horse had been running at the $7,500 level for the maidens.
The 2 looks interesting.
Yeah, I love the 2 in here.
I think from a closing standpoint, this horse is run pretty well the distance, and if he has enough speed in front, he can motor home.
I just think the 2 is underneath play. I don't think the 2 likes 5.5. I think he needs more.
But like second, third. I'm talking.
He's definitely an underneath possibility.
Yeah. Hey, Jason, thanks for joining us, my friend.
Yeah, thanks for coming and hanging out with us.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Sheets player says bet the ranch on the 2.
Bet the ranch in the 2. He loves the 2.
I don't know about that, but I do like this 2 a lot. I love 7-1.
Yeah, me too.
I love that price. I think
I may put a cross bet on that. 7-1.
I will be throwing a little.
Yeah.
Just straight bet on that horse at that price. We'll see if it holds.
Right. Yeah.
Give it some time. It's still early. We got 12 minutes. But
no sleepy pick yet. Exactly.
We need Colin to come back for these sleepy time picks. We don't have the sleepy time.
Come on, Colin, where are you? BC just beat. Hey, come on, let's go. Exactly.
Daisy's a doozy. Looks nice in the warm up though, and like I said, does have the ability to pass horses, which is nice.
Yeah.
And I think 3-1 is a nice price on Daisy's a doozy. 6-5, I was very much let's try and beat her.
Yeah.
But if she hangs around 3-1, I mean,
that's an incredible price. I don't think she'll hang there, but you know what I'm saying. But
she'll come down. I don't expect the 1 to go off favored.
No, me neither. Me neither. No.
Too much.
I don't think there's any way that happens. But I could be wrong.
The 6.
Kurt's got 4.27 and Stretch has got 4.15.
Yeah, the win pool right now is really small, so it's not going to take much to change.
Exactly. We're still
interesting that the daily double for the 1 is less than Daisy's a doozy, which that's just an interesting thing.
Yeah, so the 1's actually lower in the double, in the pick 3, in the pick 4, and in the pick 5.
Wow. Okay. So that does say something.
That's legit then. Yeah. Maybe that is who the people are gravitating toward.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the horse favored there then.
Yeah. And worse for me in the $5 game, Smurf on the turf has the 1. So I could be in major jeopardy. This is one of those races. Is just to me is really intriguing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, these last 2.
Oh, good.
Just these last 2 races on the card definitely presented an interesting challenge. What were you going to say?
I could see in this race. I'm saying like if someone had a real strong feeling on those horses, which were the favorites, I could see an all in this race. I'm saying you still could make. I'm saying these horses all, if they run their race, at least have a chance. You know what I'm saying? Like but this group, there's so much speed in it, though.
Yeah.
Some are more up against it than others, but I'm saying, but they all have. You can't throw and look at the odds board. That's I'm just saying they're not throwing anybody out. You know what I'm saying? There's no 20, 30 to 1 here.
Exactly. Even the horses.
I just think it's crazy that the 1 and the 3 are both 3-1. So on a win bet, basically at this point, they're going to pay $8. The 1-4 exact is paying 10.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, why would you even bet that when you can just bet your horse straight?
Yeah, right,
Exactly.
right, yeah.
Unless you're just boxing the two to be sure. The 4-1 pays 13, but 1-4 paying $10 just blows my mind with 2 3-1 horses.
Yeah, right, exactly, yeah.
I mean, it's got to be getting hammered then in those pools.
Yes,
because
exactly.
Oh yeah,
it does not match up with the
not a
win
bet
pool
for
money.
me. You know, there's $3,000 in the exacta pool. There's $3,000 total in the win pool. There's only $4,700 total in win place and show pools.
yeah, exactly, yeah.
Everybody's betting exactas.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why when you see something like that, if it stays like that, bet
Just send
flat.
it straight. Yeah.
Yeah.
The low takeout, as we mentioned at the top of the show, lowest takeout in North America on your win place and show pools. So
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So it's more than more than
more than fair.
Yeah, exactly.
And this is absolutely that type of race.
Yeah, absolutely.
Marv's alive to 1, 2, 4, 6, and 7 in the pick.
Wow.
5, and to 4, 6, 7 in the pick 4.
All right.
Rooting for the 7. Yeah, I don't blame you. Root for the 7. Yeah, Marv.
Covered.
Go get them.
And the 7's one of those ones that if it gets quick up front, like we're thinking,
Yeah, exactly.
could absolutely capitalize on it.
The 6 is one. I still think the 6 is a little sneaky in here. I really do.
Yeah, no doubt.
I want to like the 6. I trust your handicapping, though.
The 6, yeah. Woke joke, Bill Mooney and 2.
What did Woke Joke ran earlier on the night? How did he do? Well, that was the last race. That 6 horse finished 5th.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, but
Bobby D's got a 5-7 with 1-4 and exacta box 3-2-7.
All right. Colin is not here, so I'm calling it. The 3 is the sleepy time pick.
3 is the sleepy time pick.
So watch the 3 when they come out on the track and see if he wakes up.
If he wakes up. Okay. Got it.
and I'm inclined to agree with Frank about the 6, but if Tim really likes him, he's a great price. I feel like we got to throw him in there somehow.
No doubt.
I think I am, for my money personally, just going win place show on this too.
Yeah.
Give it a few more minutes, but this price is holding at a range that I think is very fair.
Frank, I would agree if he runs the race that's on the program, but I just think Baudry getting on this horse gives him a different complexion.
And that is a good angle. We need some of those Equibase race lens stats so we can see like first time Baudry. And I mean, getting on for a trainer who's 0 for 4 at the meet, doesn't run a lot of horses here.
Yeah.
But Baudry has won a race for him, so.
My phone is blowing up right now because BC won.
Here comes the 3. See if he's still sleepy.
Yeah.
Waking up a little bit, maybe. That's a petite little filly.
Yeah, he's got a little pep in the step now.
Yes, Neil, that is correct. Sean is my first real name. Yep. Sean Patrick Nolan is what that is. Just let you know.
Let's see what my
If you're on Twitter, I'm also Spin Nation on there too, and Instagram.
I think 6 looks good.
Yeah, no. Very alert and
Madri is the Dylan Davis and Pratt of Assiniboia.
Well, let's not get carried away.
That 6 does look really nice out there.
I like him, but that's high praise. I mean, if you'd have left it at Davis, I'd have been all right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Love a Sky Mesa. Take a look at
That's
this.
throwing high praise with that Pratt. He's firing that one up.
And Antonio Whitehall is kind of like the Mike Smith of Assiniboia. Just like, let me win every 7 furlong stakes race, and then I'll give you guys all the 5 and 6 furlong races.
Right. The day-to-days, yeah.
Yeah. Whatever. Just give me the big races, and I'll be right there.
Big money, Mike.
I'll be 18%, but I'll win every stakes race. So thank
Exactly.
you. I'll tell you right now, the worst influence Frankie Dettori ever had was Mike Smith. He went to the West Coast, and Mike's like, "Hey, look at me, man." Now Frankie's like, I'm 54 and having fun again.
Right. So much for retirement.
Yeah, exactly. And he's having fun.
He just dropped to 9 to 5.
Okay.
All right.
Now has.
And good luck, Frank, with your pick
how are we
4
playing
single to the 4 Daisies a doozy.
We got $33 to play with.
I can say this
House money.
without a doubt. If Daisy's a doozy stays at 2 to 1, 5 to 2, that is not a bad price. I'm just saying, I don't like her in this particular spot, but I'm saying, that's not a terrible price,
Yeah, no, I think that's pretty fair.
That's fair price. Yeah.
She's, like we said, she's figured it out.
Yeah.
She does have the ability to pass horses.
Yes.
She does not need the lead.
No.
4-1 exact is your lowest in the probables, paying $14.20 for $2. The 1-4 will get you $14.50.
And anybody who the Assiniboia who's watching this, AK6610371, you won the jackpot for $1,220. And remember, in Canada, there's no tax, so you get to keep that whole
You just get to
thing.
keep that? When are we moving to Canada? So what if would you guys be comfortable dropping the 1?
That's a tough one. Dropping the 1. Oh, interesting. Okay. Tim?
I feel like this horse is going to get burned out on the lead.
I don't like the fact he's in the 1 hole, Here's
the thing, and this is what I said earlier. I think the 1 and the 4 are the most likely, winners of this race. But but for my play, I'm playing against both of them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just I think this race is even enough, and there's enough speed up front to where maybe it falls apart. Somebody else wins, and I'm gonna try to hit that.
Yeah. I would do like a key, like a 2 with the 7-1-4 or something, and saying, like something like that.
That's kind of the way I was thinking. And my thought was swap the 1 for Tim 6.
Yeah.
2 with the 4,
or
6,
for
7.
Tim 6, yeah. Okay, or even 6, yeah. Or 2 with the 6-7-4. Yeah. What do you think, Tim?
I'm open to whatever you guys want to play.
So like kind of like a 2 with the 6-7-4.
Or do we key the 4 since she's probably a little better? We got 2 minutes to figure it out.
Yeah, she'll be in it.
And that's I think she's safe to hit the board.
Yeah. The 4, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the 2 is safe to hit the board too, really. But
yeah.
If we wanted to be a little more conservative, we could go with the 4. I feel like my bet would be keying the 2 with the 4, 6, 7. I guess in a try. Let me look at the exact probables.
Yeah.
I don't know that.
Yeah, try. Yeah.
2 4s, $8.
Because Tim, you like the 6,
so.
Right?
I do.
Yeah.
And I'd love to get the 6 in there. So I'm okay with that.
So which one do we key then, the 2 or the 4?
The
4, and then just hope that one of the other ones beats them.
If we could get 2-6 or 2-7,
Yeah,
those are massive payouts, actually.
yeah.
Make sure I'm looking at the right thing because I've been known to not look at the right thing. 2-4 is $11. 2-6 is $105, and 2-7 is $163.
Yeah.
Is that right? For $1. This is dollar payouts.
What's like exactly? We could do like 1 with 2, 4, like $1. How much does that cost? 2 with 1, 4, 6, 7.
For $1?
Yeah.
24, I think. For $1.
Yeah.
Key box would be 8 for $1.
Oh, okay. With the 2 on top of those 4.
Yeah, 16 for 2.
Yeah.
Do we want to do that? Just use 4 horses underneath?
No. What do you think, Tim?
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah.
Or do we
We're
go
up.
4?
You know?
Now I'm stressed. But I feel like these payouts with the 2 with these horses.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Really
Yeah, go with the 2. You know.
And then if it chalks out 4-2 is our worst case scenario. It's 8 for $1, so we get our money back.
Yeah.
Which isn't great, but all right.
Are we doing exact? Or are we doing we're doing a try.
Oh, try, yeah. Okay, yeah. That works.
So, yeah.
Hold on, let me recalculate that. 2 with the 1, 4, 6, 7. Oh yeah, no, that's 36 for $1.
Yeah. No. Okay. No.
But I was looking at just the exacta payoffs were pretty juicy.
Yeah, so let's do it exacta. Yeah. You want to just do an exacta, Tim, and then try to see if we can get, or do we think to try? Because we're up. So, but I don't want to go like when we're going to go below.
I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
We're up and we're going to finish. Take a swing.
Yeah. 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 Okay. Then let's do that. And yeah, let's do the try then.
Do the try?
Yeah.
Okay.
If we're down 3 if we lose, you know?
Yeah.
Which is basically breaking even.
4, 6, 7, 36. That's a try key box for $1, not 2. With the 1, 4, 6, 7. I forgot to put what it costs, but that's all right. Yeah, and that's 36, so that leaves us with 97.
$97. Okay.
I think. What do I try and do here? All right. What's everybody else doing in the chat here? What are we
Yeah.
What's everybody got?
And look at this. We're getting near the gate, and look at this. This is all right, guys. Good job tonight.
Great job. We're so proud. We're here for this.
Anti-Charlestown. Yeah.
We're here for being only 5 minutes behind the
yes. They are remarkable tonight. Exactly.
Thank you, Assiniboia Downs.
There must be a special happy hour tonight up there that they're ready to get to. Exactly.
Right. Ready to go. Let's go. Come on now.
Yeah.
All right, let's finish up strong.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
335 people watching.
Thank you all. Make sure you drop a like wherever you're watching, whether that's on Twitter or YouTube. If you're on Twitter, you could just take a moment to go over to the YouTube, drop a like, subscribe to the channel, Trust the Profits. Huge help for us. We'd very much appreciate it. In here, exacta box 156 and a 7-2 exacta.
There you go.
Yeah, looking at those exacta probables with the 2, with the 6, and the 7, those are some nice payoffs.
Sheets 2 to win and the 2-6 exacta. Ice cold. In's got an exacta box 156 and exacta 7-2. Marv's got 5 to win and the 7. $20 key try box 7 with the 2-4-6. Rick Johnson's got 4 with 1-2 times 10. 4 with 3, 5, 6, 7, 12, 4, and 12, 4. Okay. 1, 2, and 4. Sorry. 1, 2, yeah. There you go.
I think I might just key the 2 with the 6, 7.
There's Keith's there, the music.
Marv's putting 5 to win on the 7 and a 20-cent key
Yeah.
box with the try, 7 with the 2-4-6. All right, yeah. I love that. Let's see a pace meltdown here.
Yeah.
Flying First Class leads the filly and mares into the starting gate for the nightcap. Danzig Starstorm moves in.
Let's go.
Next up, Charmingly Wet. Daisy's a doozy.
Frank is
The
cleaning
current
up in
7-5 favorite. It's going to get a little extra help from the gate crew.
TV Reason's got 1, 4, 5.
She
Yeah.
goes in. Awareness Autism's turn. Just 2 left to load.
That horse used to be a Golden Gate.
Get gutsied up. And just waiting on Press On, baby. They're all set. They're at the post.
Let's go.
And the rough. From the middle, gets
Goes out.
gussied up. Shows some good speed. But here comes Charmingly Wit.
Oh, the four's
Flying
going from
First
behind.
Class on the
Okay, yeah.
inside. Now take
Yeah, she can
over
pass.
by half a length. Back to second, Charmingly Wit. Third is going to be Get Gussied Up. Moving up on the rail, Danzig Starstorm. Then Daisy's a Doozy. And your trailers, Press On Baby. And Awareness Autism. 23-1, a quick opening quarter.
Whoa, they're
and
flying.
Flying First
Oh, come on,
Class.
6 and
keep
4.
the wrong horse.
Secured on the lead by 2.5. Back to second, Charmingly
Yes.
Wit. Daisy's a
Keep the wrong
doozy.
horse.
Making up
Come on,
big
two.
bold move
Come on.
for
He's
one.
climbing the rail, though. Look at him, though.
Gussied up.
Come on, he's
And coming
climbing
up
the rail.
Danzig
Come
Starstorm.
on.
They spin out of the turn. 47 and
Come on,
Flying
two.
First
Look at him. He's
Come on, 2,
coming.
get up third.
Has the lead.
Come on, two. Get
secured
up to
by
third.
3
Get up
lengths.
third.
As
Love
they
that
come to the
rail.
16th pull, but Daisy's a
7's
doozy.
flying.
And
Look at
Press
this
On
7 out of nowhere.
Late run in
Keep
between.
the wrong.
Flying First Class. Looked like it got there. Second, Daisy's a doozy. Press On Baby. For
Overthought
third.
it. Tried to
Close
get
for
fancy with
fourth.
it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Should have just keyed the favorite.
Ugh.
Keyed the wrong horse. So it goes.
Still a great night, though.
Yeah, absolutely. And once again, so many opportunities to make money, even in these fields where it looks like there's horses that.
Oh, poor Marv with the 7, man. Oh,
To determine the winning horse.
you know?
They went the opening quarter,
Oh, yeah, no,
23-1.
that horse
Now
went huge.
47 seconds. 5 furlongs, a minute and 2/5.
I
Time for
just
the
didn't
5.5
think Daisy had
furlongs.
enough to
What
get that
7
group.
and
You know what I'm
4.
saying? Like, to,
Yeah, I mean, I got caught up in the payoffs being better with the 2.
yeah.
It made total sense to use the 4.
Well, at first, I don't know exactly what the 2's move was there. Why did he drop back and then come back on?
I think the horse dropped back because she wasn't fast enough.
Yeah.
I don't think that was an intentional. Oh, let's drop back and make another run.
But did a nice move up the rail. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the horse just got outrun.
Yeah.
But some of the others were coming back to her
Yeah.
late, and she just wasn't losing momentum. But she didn't have that acceleration the way the others did.
Results of the photo.
Results
do it now.
Oh, show the winner number 1. Flying first class.
14732.
Second goes to number 4, Daisy's a doozy.
I was kind of hoping the 3 would hang in there
Number 7,
just
Press
to make
On
me feel less
Baby.
bad about that.
4th to number
Oh.
3, Charmingly
No
Wit.
such luck.
And 5th to number 2, Dancing Star Storm.
Welp. On the plus side, it chalked out up top. I say, attempting to console myself.
Ugh.
All right, $16 on a $5.20 bet.
Yep.
You tripled your money. Not better than tearing them up.
No, and I needed the 4 to win, so it would knock people. Everyone's knocking me out now. Second place in the $5 game. That was the one horse I did not need to win.
Mm-hmm. Dang.
But they knew. That's the they knew horse.
That'll be good for Keith.
Yep. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Marco, a hit's a hit.
Yep.
If you're making money, you're winning.
Yep. Absolutely, Marco. Yeah, it's okay though. Yep. Still a win. Good job, Marco.
Yeah, have a good week, Marco. Thanks for hanging out with us. Thanks to everybody for hanging out with us.
Yeah, Frank, Doozy showed a new style tonight. I think she's going to be very tough next time. You know, she showed a great style change there, Frank. You know,
yeah, and I mean, she had races to go back to where she had.
Yeah, and she had closed before. Yeah,
yeah. You go back to like that maiden special weight. I think that was last year.
Yeah,
she made up over 7 lengths. So
I think Keith's going to win the pregame.
Oh, good job, Keith.
Congrats, Keith.
There you go.
Take a look at our prices here. Just a moment.
Yeah, that's what I just said, Keith. I think you're going to win.
Yeah, I think you did, Keith. Nice job, bud.
That try would have been nice. Alas.
Still on. It's 11:18 and we're done.
Incredible.
You know,
Incredible.
That just kills me now that I didn't get in the last race I didn't get bits of lemon drop because I had the pick 4 with the 1 singled in this race and it was a $5 pick 4.
Mm.
Good job, Frank. Frank, the $30 and the $5 game. Frank,
well done. Well done,
Frank.
Nice job. Yeah. Oh, Neil, don't worry, bud. There's always Thursday, and you know, all you need is one, my man. All you need is one, and boom.
You need that one night.
You're right there, Neil.
Don't feel bad, Nick. Neil, my horse in that race, I think finished dead last.
Yeah. So don't feel bad at all.
I loved that too, and I think beat 2 horses. So we have those.
As Assiniboia says, good night and thank you for joining us. As always, folks, 323 people. You guys are awesome.
Thank you all. Make sure you drop a like, subscribe, come back Thursday night for the Cocktail Lounge.
Cocktail Lounge. Woodbine is finally back. So we get our Woodbine back. The Pietro show right now.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Thursday night.
See you on Thursday night.
Have a good night, everybody. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks, everybody.